What you thinking, man?
I've been in the polyamory lifestyle. I can't even say lifestyle because it's not a lifestyle. It's a way of loving, not a way of living. I've been polyamorous for about 10 years now.
Okay.
And the mindset for me is mentally, I think I've been polyamorous longer than actually practicing it because I've always felt that this like monogamy just doesn't fit for me.
Right.
I don't understand why I have to only love one person or why I can only show affection for one person. Where is this written? Why do I have to go along with what the societal standard supposedly is?
Right.
And then the problem comes when you love somebody too much. When you let yourself love somebody too much,
and they don't love you the same.
It's not even matter whether they love you back or not. They can love you back, but it's still unhealthy to love somebody that much. Which I understand that ideology of that. Well, I can't have. I might as well. You know, I've been there. I know that. But at the same time, you have to realize, you know, what your culpability is in a relationship going, however it went. You know, you start thinking about, well, damn, I did this, I did this, I did this, I did this. So, you know, you can love somebody too much. And then, see, this complicates things for us men because we already have a hard time forming those emotional attachments. You already told don't do that.
The missing link to that goes back to a time before we were even fathers. You know, why doesn't my father like that? Is that a protection for me?
Right.
Or is that the way he was raised? Or maybe somebody hugged him one day, a man hugged him. I'm not saying this is what happened, but I'm just saying we got
No, but there are things that could have happened that absolutely that caused him to be the way he is.
made him feel weird, needed.
Right.
So the things that we think are sometimes a rejection or a lack may have been a protection.
And most of the time they are like absolutely. So if we don't understand that, all we know is the rejection.
You see, like what I understand with my father,
Men were going to jail, killing each other, and then now we got bisexual, then we got gays, now we got transgender. So with all of that going on, the purpose of that was removing the black man, the black male from the household. Okay? So with him not being in the household, she's getting the welfare, or she's out there in the workforce, forced to take care of herself, and if she have children, to take care of the children alone. Whether he's in jail, whether he's dead, whether he's bisexual, whether he's gay, whatever. The black male was removed from the home, and black woman was forced to provide for the children, for herself.
You're missing one other thing that removes black male from the home. That's white women. Because after a while, it was a run on black men, white women. Yeah, white women. You know, at one point, black men, they just had to have a white woman, no matter what their social economical status was. White women was the way to go. And so that pulled a lot of black men out of the house.
Damn, I sure missed that. I mean, I know Rick James, you know, I know, you know, I mean, you hit it. I just didn't think of that as a major absence of the black man. So you
being a provider means so many things.
Right.
It means put you in a house. You know, it means I got your back. It means we're doing this together. It means I'm not gonna walk away when things get hard. You know, that's providing, right? I'm gonna provide emotional protection so that you can, you know, I'll be present for you when you don't feel like you can be there for yourself or whatever, you know. So there's so much more definition to the thing, right? And even on the flip side, looking at, you know, men with kids, right? I remember I did not want a man who had kids. And I was about 25 when I met my ex-husband and stuff like that.
Alrighty. Welcome to the Speak On It podcast 2K25. I'm DJ Black. I am the host. I'm gonna bring some people onto the panel, and we're gonna have our interesting topic tonight. But y'all know me, I change topics every now and then first, and I'm gonna open up with trending topics. Alrighty. And as we already know, how everybody doing on the panel? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you just fine.
Good deal, good deal. George.
Yeah, what's
I
going
like the way
on?
you disappear. We can't find you. You come back. You like the little stray dog that he's on out from the house. Come back home when he get home.
Yeah, I had to get out the yard for a minute, do some things, but I'm back.
I knew you was gonna have a comeback. All right, let's see. Hold on a minute. Yeah, it hits moment of silence, man. Malcolm Jamal Warner, man. Moment of silence. That kind of struck me a kind of different kind of way. We grew up watching him and everything. Motivation, especially if you watched him while you were going through high school, getting ready to go to college. Then what I admired about him is he continued to act beyond the Cosby Show, whereas the other ones didn't.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Rudy got a good deal going on with Tyler Perry, but as far as being consistent on several different shows, different avenues, he did his thing.
Right.
Podcast, he was an influencer, Grammy winning, he just did a whole lot, and he stood for something, and that's what I liked about him too. I was watching a few of his podcasts way before this tragedy happened. I kind of been watching him for a minute. I like The Residents. Malcolm and Eddie was cool,
Right.
but I liked his role on The Residents.
Yeah, that was a
And
good
then,
role. That was a good role.
yeah, I like The Residents. And what I like about him and Morris Chestnut, they those roles that educate us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like on The Residents, he would be telling us what start hypertension, and when it's not hypertension mixed with diabetes, he's hypertension, but this is a form of diabetes too. So let's treat this and that. So that's what I like about him and the Morris Chestnuts. They choose roles that like Chestnut on Watson, and he also was the same thing on Rosewood. It was like they just educate us about what's going on with what could be going on with our bodies. So when you do go to the doctor, you kind of know what's going on a little bit, what to ask, what to look for. So yeah, I liked it, and I just don't want our black people to get caught up on thinking every time a celebrity dies, oh, it's a conspiracy theory. They wanted to kill him. He was getting ready to do this. He was getting ready to do that. I didn't see that with this one.
No.
No, they saw some scratches on him. He was arguing with somebody before he went in there. Then come to find out he was with his daughter swimming. We got to realize that in life, we always have to have room for shit happens.
Right.
Victim of circumstance. Shit happens. Why wasn't no lifeguards there? I go to the beach all the time. The wife and I. And whether we see a lifeguard or not, if they want to get in that water, we're getting in that water. Because you don't just walk around looking, hey, let me find a lifeguard, make sure that in case something happens. You just don't think like that.
Right.
And that particular beach just happened to be they talk like it's like a man-made beach, but it just happened to have high currents, and it was just, he got caught up in the current. His daughter got caught up along with someone else, and then they say, well, he had scratches on him. Man, look, it was somebody else they say got took under with him. Okay, so I have a friend when we were going to ULM, and ULM have a little lake type thing around there. And a partner of mine, ULM is known for canoeing. It's an Indian theme. So they had canoeing. So he took his ass canoeing and he got sucked in from one of those whirlpool things, a suck hole. And the guy he was with, he damn near pulled him under, but he was trying to get away from him because one panicked while the other one was trying to save, and the only way that the other one was able to save himself was to get away from my friend that was drowning. And then he got away and he pushed the pedal over there and made him grab the pedal to calm down. So when you're panicking, you're gonna fight.
Right.
And, you know, and you can lose consciousness. You can go under the current. So that don't necessarily mean. And then, like I said, we was in my parents' house, and I threw one of my sons in there. I didn't know that he wasn't going. Well, he could swim, but I guess he forgot at the time. I don't know. But I threw him in a deeper end, and I think he was more intimidated by the deeper end. And my brother went in there to try to get him out of there, and hell, he scratched shit. He was trying to take my brother under, and he scratched him up. So if somebody's fighting and struggling for their lives, you're gonna get scratches and scrapes on you. So for them to say, "Oh, he had scrapes on his body," nah. If a current take you, if a wave take you underwater, the strongest force, if that takes you under, and you can't escape that, it just is what it is, and shit happens. Everything is not a conspiracy theory. Oh, he was getting ready to do this. How many black entrepreneurs that that's not trying to do something different to better themselves or better society?
Mm-hmm.
So when you say, "Oh, he just got married," and "Oh, he was just writing a book," and "He was just coming out with this," and "He wanted to try to do that," isn't that all of us? Shouldn't that be what all of us trying to do? So
Right.
everything shouldn't just be a goddamn conspiracy theory. We need to see what else going on. The man was on vacation with his family. He was out on the beach. He got caught up by a current. A wave, a current thing, and it took him under
A riptide.
a riptide, and it took him under, and he drowned. Okay, I know a few people that drowned. Shit happens.
And that doesn't happen to lifeguards. That could happen to anybody.
Anybody. So everything, I'm just trying, everybody now, they want to take and try to add stuff, like black people who if somebody had a fight, they ain't see shit, they pulled up at the end, "Oh, I seen it. And they want to add that to it and make it more than what it was. The man, his daughter was in the water with him as well. They rescued the daughter. He got took out farther. And it is what it is. So they can sit here and they're going to go through 2 months of, well, why the lifeguards wasn't there? They just wasn't there when he went swimming. And if it's a beach that's very seldom have traffic, lifeguards are scarce. So every now and then they're gonna send people over there, kind of like a police when it's not enough policemen on the force, and they send someone over to different neighborhoods. They just ride through that neighborhood. Okay, and if you on a beach, let's just say they just rolled through there, and then 10 minutes later, I go out there and swim and I get drowned. And everybody, "Oh, well, what a lifeguard." They making their rounds. They don't have 24-hour lifeguards sitting on the tall thing. And then if I saw that they didn't have them and I wanted them there, I should have waited. So sometimes we become what's called a victim of circumstance. And that's what's getting me with all the so-called new rumors of all these conspiracy theory. Every time a black celebrity or a black man died and had a plan, it's not always a goddamn conspiracy theory. So hold on a moment. And that's the point I wanted to make on that, because now here come the, "Well, why wasn't no lifeguard? Who's the other person? He has some scratches and bruises on him. Why is him when he was trying to come out with this?" I'm like, niggas, that shit. Chill out.
Details surrounding Malcolm Jamal Warner's passing are being released, and it's so sad. According to NBC, the actor was swimming at Playa Cocos in Lyman Province when a current pulled him deeper into the ocean. Many don't know this, but Lyman Province is still in the early stages of development and 100% community funded. Associated Press first reported the actor was rescued by people on the beach, but first responders from Costa Rica's Red Cross found him without vital signs and he was taken to the morgue.
And it is what it is. We're going to hear other things, but like I say, his daughter was out there with him. They rescued the daughter. There was another guy. They rescued him. He's in critical condition. So we can all say the best swimmers can drown because you don't know what situation. You panic. You can't breathe. It's not like it's a regular water and you drowning. This was a current that took you over. And you trying to get air, you can't, and that's what the cause of death was. So, R.I.P. to Malcolm, man. Gone too soon, brilliant man.
When it's your time, man, you don't never know how you're gonna go and when you're gonna go, under what circumstances you're gonna go. Sometimes it's just your time to go. And unfortunately for him, that's what happened, man. And that sometimes the mind tells us we can do one thing, man, and we underestimate our surroundings of what's going on. People drove through that, through that flood thinking, oh, this is just regular water on the road. And then next thing you know, their car got water coming through the windshield.
We all have made decisions like that. As real men,
it could have
as
been
real men, we've made bad judgment calls, and we lived with it.
It could have been a little too windy out there, and perhaps it was one of them days he probably should have not done it, but that's in hindsight. You know what I'm saying? It could have looked normal, and then next thing you know, here come the riptide, and you think you're okay because everything looks fine, but you can see a riptide to pull you in 20, 30 feet away from shore, and next thing you know, you can't swim. You're tired. That's the first thing. Your muscles ain't in that condition to be trying to swim through it. So you're gonna get exhausted. First of all, that's where you're gonna probably drown because you just don't have the energy to try to fight that current.
Yeah, somebody had mentioned that too. That it took him so far out.
Yes, man. That once that wave come in, D, you see that water go back 10, 15 feet away from the shore. So it was just how he was supposed to go, when he was supposed to go. You just have to chalk it up. Everything, like you say, is not some conspiracy, not somebody trying to get you. This man wasn't even on the just say map to be heard doing anything. Most people probably didn't even know where he was. You know what I'm saying? And to think that somebody all of a sudden, let's get Malcolm X. Malcolm's mom, let's kill him. He's on vacation. Let's get him while he's vulnerable or with his kids. I just don't I'm like you, man.
Yeah, that
people just need something to talk. People
victim
just need
of circumstance, shit happens, and that's just normal. That's normal.
What's going on, Miss Lady?
That's all I'm talking about. Oh, I didn't see all AJ pop in.
Oh, what's up with y'all? What's up with you? Hi,
I tried to post the link. I tried to post a link on AJ page. She took it down.
You a story.
She don't want nobody to see her on here. Since last week, she used to leave it on there.
He's a story. I did not take it down. If anything, I posted it myself.
And you're what?
If anything, I posted it myself. I usually share it myself.
It ain't on your page, baby.
Oh, well, my bad this time. But you know what?
It's all good. It's all good. I just wanted people to see you. I just wanted people to see you active. That's all. Ain't no big deal.
Oh, no. I don't have no problem with that. I usually post it. It's just reason why I didn't this week. It's no real reason.
Okay, I thought you ran off of here the other week,
Nah, I usually post. I ain't stunning you. You can't run me away. And then you know what? Kirk the one been gone since I ran off.
What you mean been gone?
You
You
been
wasn't here when she
blasted
ran
the
off. You
I
wasn't
show.
here when
missed
she ran
last.
off. That week that you left, that you had to take care of some things, she jumped off of here. She got mad. And you might have been on here though.
Yeah, I was
Mhm.
on last time she jumped
That's what
off.
I said. He ain't been on here
Oh, okay.
since I ran off.
Well,
Yeah, she
well,
got mad
well,
and ran off.
well.
You know, I tell you once, I tell you twice. Don't play about the teenage mom.
True. The reality is reality though, baby.
But
Well,
when I told you you
sometime
got
on
to give
Wednesday.
them a break, and you talking about you ain't gotta give them a break, let that nigga give her a break and all that shit.
Yeah.
That that ain't always the case.
They got to learn, sweetie. I can't make life easy for you when you make it hard for me.
And then the minute she kill your grandchildren, you be oh my grandbaby.
Not
I
really,
should have
not
did
me, because
something.
I don't get attached to people or kids that quick.
Okay,
Because
I
I ain't
cannot
known
with
them
you.
that long.
I'm
We ain't gonna
trying to
go there.
can with you, but I cannot. Okay, we're gonna just
Don't
skip
go there
on
with
over there.
me. I'm cut
Uh,
from a different cloth. I'm cut from a different cloth. Because let's just say if the wife if I'm having if the wife having a baby and they ask me to choose between the wife and the newborn baby, I'm gonna choose the wife because I know her. I don't know that baby.
I feel you. I get you.
I don't know that baby.
You're entitled to your opinion.
Yeah, yeah. As we all are.
We'll just agree to disagree. Black.
Oh yeah, we gonna definitely do that all day,
But you
a
gonna
day.
stay, and you gonna stay up off them single teenage mom.
I don't know about that now.
Now I'm gonna stand on that.
No, I'm gonna get a topic where I'm gonna drive them in the ground.
And I'm
They
gonna be
shouldn't be
right
having. They
here.
shouldn't be out there having them goddamn babies. No
I'm
way.
gonna be right here arguing
They
back
shouldn't be
with your
having them
ass.
goddamn babies. No way. All
On
right.
to further subjects. On to
Next
other
topic. Next
topics.
topic.
Yes, yes.
All right. Trending
Next.
topics. All right, Kurt. You the boxing man. I was hoping you was gonna be on here. This for you. I get it, but why you want to put your legacy, your dad's legacy, your name on the fucking line against that ugly ass girl? She ain't got nothing to lose.
Well, that's what fighters do, man.
Yeah.
And let me put it to you this way, man. You don't know what her pocket's doing either, D. See, when you become that millionaire status, man, your pocket's got to hit different, man. So it's easy if your mortgage $3,000 versus your mortgage $30,000. See,
All right, man.
so fighters fight. Now, mind you, Layla Ali is past her prime, and Clarissa Shields gonna beat the shit out of her. Just like Pacquiao just got his ass whooped, but they called it a draw. Nobody in boxing has beat Father Time, man. The only
Well,
fighter,
what's his
huh?
name came back and he won? Foreman.
Who?
Foreman. Foreman.
Foreman.
Yeah, George Foreman came back.
He was 45.
Yes, and also Bernard Hopkins came back.
Yeah, he did.
He was 50, 48 or 50. He was close, but that's what boxers do, man. Holyfield fought way too long.
Yeah.
Muhammad Ali fought way too long. A lot of them have fought way too long, man.
And she
But
will be one included if she keep fighting. She gonna be one that's fighting way too long.
Now
but
this
that
her last
payday,
time. I think
but she
I
ain't had
really
a
don't.
fight in years. It's been at least 10 years, ain't it?
Yeah, about
But
15.
Okay.
that's the thing. I haven't had a fight in years. This girl is what 15, 16, 17 years older than her. And she, like Black said, she more hungrier. She's the one that
I ain't
wants
got
what
shit to lose.
she wants
Well,
what Layla Ali had.
And plus, seems like lately women's boxing is kind of going through a little bit of a renaissance. And, she want to get on their money while she can.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
Clarissa the GOAT, man. She beating everybody. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
and
saying?
then growing up, them ugly people was the ones who you really didn't want to fight. You fought them when you had to. And
She
now
ain't
Layla
that
got her little
ugly.
pretty ass in there finna try to fight this old ugly ass. That ain't
I
that ain't
like Clarissa, man. Money done helped her some, man. She done came a long way, man. She still got a little hood in her, but I like her.
I mean, but I'm saying she gonna be trying to mess up that girl's face. Every
That's any,
every ugly
that's
motherfucker I
anybody she
ever
get it.
fought tried to
That's
mess up
anybody
my
she.
face.
That's anybody she get in the ring with, though. G. Let me ask you. Let me ask you something. You gonna take it easy on an ugly dude face?
But
Will you take it easy on an ugly dude face because he already ugly?
yeah, I'll probably be less quicker to hit him in the face.
Man,
But
please,
then I
man.
see a
Go
little
on,
pretty
man.
motherfucker. I'm finna try to tear him up.
Dang on, man.
I'm gonna dot them eyes. I'm gonna be. I'm gonna
Please
bumblebee
stop,
him
man.
up.
Come on, man.
I'm gonna bumblebee him up, Kurt.
Somebody trying to hurt you, you gonna give them that business. Period, man. Come on,
I'm
man.
gonna get to him anyway, but I'm gonna try to mess the face up of that little pretty mother, of that Christopher Williams motherfucker.
You sound
Okay.
like a light skinned hater too.
Oh.
Is that what it really is? The light
Oh no, I
skin?
was going back to the New Jack City days when
Okay. Okay.
Wesley
Right,
Snipes stabbed him in his
right,
hand and said, "Pretty motherfucker." I
Okay.
ran with him.
We
right.
know where you was.
Yeah,
Let's
I
let's not
ran with
let's
him.
not go back. You went too far back.
Oh yeah, I ran with him. I ran with white boys. I told y'all, they told me you cute to be dark skinned. So I was right there with him.
Oh
We was
Lord.
hitting the same girl.
Oh Lord.
Oh yeah, we was hitting the same one. Austin, welcome to the panel, man. What's happening with
What's going on, folks? What's going on? Everybody doing all right?
Not much, not much. Yes, sir.
you?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
Layla
sir.
gonna have to
Ain't that
represent
fine?
for the pretty girls. Layla gonna have to show us that the pretty girls about that.
Yeah, cause you know what? Her nephew ain't shit. Her nephew trying to box his grandson.
Uh,
Last time I saw him, he got his ass towed up.
mm.
But I don't think that that's a good idea for her because of who her father was and how she went out. I wouldn't do it.
Man,
But like
listen,
you say, it may be a
Steve,
financial thing because
listen,
she
man.
did say. And see, I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why I probably would get a little shaky on it. Layla Lee said she'll do it if I offered her 10 or 15 million. Clarissa called her in less than an hour and said she had it. I'm like, oh yeah, this bitch trying to whoop my ass. It ain't no way I'll be getting that motherfucker.
Steve, listen
I
to
would
me,
act like
man.
I ain't see the text.
Listen to me, man.
Clarissa set that girl up.
You saw the Jake Paul Mike Tyson fight.
Yep.
That fluke, yeah.
Okay. And so exactly, Mike
This ain't
Tyson
gonna
wasn't
be no
nowhere.
exhibition.
Mike Tyson wasn't nowhere in that fight, bro. And he
Oh
got
no.
20. He got $20 million, man. So you can't hate the game, man.
But this girl gonna try to hurt her. This girl gonna beat her like, remember when
No,
that
she
white
not.
girl fought
No, she
back
not.
here about
No, she not.
5-6
What
years
what makes
ago?
what makes you think that?
Clarissa, cause her age, she ugly, she ain't got shit to lose,
Right.
and she got something to prove.
Right.
She got something to prove, man. The
Listen,
worst
bro.
person to battle is a motherfucker that ain't got shit to lose and all to prove.
Bro, all I'm trying to tell you,
Wait,
man, believe it or not, there's a lot of respect in the game. We know Jake Paul could have put the hurt on Tyson.
No, we know Tyson could have put the hurt on him too, because Tyson did not swing.
Back in the day, he could have. Tyson
I
can't hit
still
shit right
think
now.
today, with his workouts and things, I still think today, if they went head up for real, all right. All
Yeah.
You
right.
don't watch you don't watch enough boxing to know that, man. Tyson ain't got it, bro.
We're gonna leave it alone.
Listen, I watch so much boxing, man. I call fights I should start betting on it. But either way, man, Tyson just he ain't that no more, man. He ain't got the stamina.
He
Look,
didn't try to.
he ain't got it. Ain't no trying to it.
Okay, look like we got Anthony on the stage. What's that, Anthony? What it do?
Hey, everybody, how y'all doing?
What's
All
up? What's
right, how you
up? We
doing?
just warming it up. We was waiting on you. We warming it up. It's about
I
that time.
appreciate it. I appreciate
Move
it.
the banner out the way, man.
Yeah, take that shit down.
Why? Who you got?
Wide open
I,
today.
I I don't give a damn who wins. I really don't care. If it's a good fight, it's a good fight. It don't make no difference to me. It's
You
it's
don't know.
all
You
it's
don't
all
know
about money.
who you think will win.
But I'm gonna have to go
Clarissa
with
gonna
with
carry
with with with, with Shields.
Clarissa gonna carry Ali, and she ain't gonna hurt her.
Right.
Cause she respect her, man. She not gonna hurt her.
She yeah.
I don't know. That Clarissa don't get respect vibes. She look like
She
she
gonna
about that.
she gonna beat her ass, but she ain't gonna hurt her, man.
She gonna
Oh,
hurt a big man. She gonna try to knock that girl out.
okay, all right. The
When
only
is the
reason,
fight, by the way? When is it?
Did they give a date yet, Kurt?
no,
You know, a lot of this gonna depend too on how they promote it.
Yep. And then how much money they expect to get based on the 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 hype up to the fight.
Right. And the
So
thing is, where's it gonna be? You know, ain't nobody's really buying pay-per-views that much except for boxing, but I don't think that's strong enough of a fight to really carry pay-per-view nowadays.
Well,
but
they
but
get. Well, she told her she got 15 million for.
but
I
Turkey
don't
out of
know.
shit, he
they might put
changing
it on
all of
they
that.
might put it on like Netflix or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, that's probably where they'll put it.
Netflix, the
Well, see,
Prime, or something like that.
if it's fought in Dubai, Turkey out of shit, he trying to change all of that in boxing. He's getting all of these mega fights, these mega cards now, man. He's trying to get rid of pay per view altogether.
Well, pay-per-view was already dead. It died when wrestling got out of it because there was such a linchpin on the pay-per-view business. It's not even there anymore.
Well, it's still there, but he's trying to eliminate
Right.
it completely, where
Yeah,
people
well,
where
it,
where
it
it's not an option.
right. Well, the thing is that it's still there, but only like for boxing. In other words, that's I don't think that's enough to sustain the pay-per-view as a business model. This way, you're gonna see them moving over to streaming. You know, and it's better for everybody because it tends to be a lot cheaper for the consumer in the end.
Yeah, if you look at it that way.
And then the
Well,
promoters can make more money off of ad revenue that way, because they have cross promotion with the streaming service. So it's a business, you know, it's whatever gonna make money.
well, the reason why pay per view blew up in boxing the way it did because promoters was asking so much for fighters because they was robbing them blind.
Right.
So in order to make money, they charge the consumer
Mhm.
all the extras, and then put this crazy amount of money that they made from the fighter. So the fighter said, "Well, okay, I want 200 million now."
Right. And
So
then once
they know that they know that the promoter ain't gonna give them that much money.
right. And plus when
So
to
what they
make
gonna
money,
get for?
they when they do a whole pay-per-view, you have to pay the cable company 40 to 50% of what you take in. So
But
you
then they
already at a
start cherry
deficit there.
picking. They start cherry picking who they fight.
Right,
And the
right.
reason they do that, the longer they keep their fight on top, the more money they can make. So they wouldn't let him fight against somebody they know he would lose to.
Right.
That's his golden child.
That's right. This is Brett.
You know
This
what
is
I'm
this is
saying?
meal ticket.
Hey,
But
so
but
y'all heard that Trump said that the Commanders need to be called the Redskins again, right?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
I
And
thought it was
then
a joke.
no, wasn't no joke. And then
That
he said
dude.
he giving people permission to call blacks nick coloreds again.
well, hey, that's who they voted for.
Yeah.
So
Yep, that's who they voted for.
what difference
Don't.
does it make? Because he gonna do whatever he gonna do.
I mean, all of them
So
crooked.
my
All of them.
question
So,
is, how would y'all react if a white person called y'all colored?
man, I keep on walking. I ain't finna let this
What you
shit
think?
bother me. I ain't finna give up my power to no white person just because they say something to me and act a
I'm probably
damn
gonna
fool
punch
and
him in his
crash
mouth.
out. I don't know. I'll be like, all right, bro. I'm gonna keep moving because you go. Otherwise,
Get
you
on,
react like they
nigga.
want you
You
to
get
react.
on, nigga. All
Man,
right, bro. Go on, bro.
okay,
Go
yeah.
on, bro.
I mean, what I'm gonna do? Go and crash out and get myself locked up and all that kind of shit because he said something I couldn't
Let the
control my
cops gotta
emotions.
get you. He don't know you, and he out of the blue called you that. Fuck him in his shit and get the
It
hell
ain't
on.
worth all that. It ain't worth all that to me.
No,
It's
okay.
just like I ain't finna let nobody control my emotions like
You
that.
better than me.
Yeah, I ain't finna do that.
I wouldn't either. I mean, I don't let a word hold power over me. I
No.
just don't. As long as it's not affecting or hurting my family, me, hurting my pockets, or anything of that nature, I'm good.
I don't care. You can be as prejudiced as you want to be as long as you don't discriminate because they not the same thing. I really don't care.
He walking behind me in my ear screaming, "You nigger, you nigger,
As
nigger."
long as they don't put his hands on me, I don't care.
Hey, you up in my ear, bro. That's just like putting I'm feeling your game. I'm feeling
That's
your
different.
hot ass
Okay,
breath
that words gonna
But
pop
see,
you
on
in the
my
back of
ear.
their neck.
but the thing is, somebody coming up on you is different because you gonna react to that whether they white, black, or whatever. But as
Okay,
long as they
yeah.
put my hands on,
If he yelled it from across the street, I ain't tripping. But
no.
if he following up behind me, nigger, all that shit, like they trying to do something, it's
Gonna
up.
try to rock your ass to
So,
sleep.
so let me ask you something. So you standing in line at the movie, waiting to get in. The ticket booth ain't over yet. You got your wife and daughter. White dude behind you, bitch ass fucking nigger. You gonna take that?
I say something more for the bitch than the nigga part. But the nigga part, you know what they trying to do. They trying to trigger you. But that bitch part, yeah, they hit a little different, but I still not gonna crash out over it.
You're not gonna disrespect me. I ain't gonna take disrespect from there, nigga, nah, bitch, not me.
Yeah, that motherfucker probably gonna get lit up
Yeah,
Uh-uh.
I'm
for
sorry.
me.
I don't
I'm
know. I'm
sorry.
thinking about.
'Cause
I'm thinking.
I'm
I don't
sorry
hate
on
the
that.
situation, but I ain't gonna let no motherfucker disrespect me because it's
Right.
Yeah,
I think
nah,
we'll
you
go
ain't
back
gonna
and forth. I
But
disrespect
think
me.
we'll go
I tell
back
you
and
this
forth
too,
with
too.
words.
Somebody calling you something is different than somebody being threatening towards you. Anybody can say something, but now if you come to me in a threatening manner, now that's
But
totally
he
different.
said you
what
stand in the
what
movie line, he's standing behind y'all. You
Mhm.
talking to your wife, you say something, you talking to your girl, you say something sexy or corny, just playing with her. And he
Mhm.
said, look at this old bitch ass nigga.
Man, that don't mean I ain't gonna. I'm gonna definitely say something. I'm gonna definitely say something. But I'm just saying I ain't finna let it go no further than that.
Okay.
It ain't no point in that
Hey
because here's the
man,
thing.
hey
I
man, you ain't have to say that, bro. Man,
I ain't finna say it
nigga.
like that. I'm from South
Okay,
Memphis.
you
We
know
don't.
you
I'm
playing.
tell you this. AJ
hey
tell you, I'm from
D
South Memphis.
D
We don't talk like that.
D
Ain't
I'm
finna
a
be no
D
A
I'm gonna
man
look
this.
Okay,
around
cuss you
D
out
I'm gonna
like a
look around
dog.
like I'm gonna look around like that motherfucker like he ain't talking to me
Right.
and light his motherfucking fire.
What?
Mhm.
Yeah.
D
You
D
better ask
But see, but here's the
somebody.
thing. But here's the thing you got to think
D
about too. Here's the thing you got to think about too. You got to have your street smarts on you. If this man bold enough to say something, how you know he ain't got five of his partners around waiting
I
on you
don't
to
give a
pop off so
fuck.
they can stomp your ass?
Or
I ain't
if
fucked
he's
up on none of
strapped,
that.
ready to shoot.
Yeah.
Adrenaline, a motherfucker, and then I'm gonna keep me a strap.
Okay.
Hey D, I'm gonna look around like I don't know who he talking to. And that nigga gonna get lit. Hey, that nigga gonna get
Walker.
lit the fuck up.
Let's
Lit
just
up.
take a minute and realize that we a little too old to be out here fighting in these streets.
By the time he
Right.
realized what to
Yeah,
happen,
cause
D,
AJ says she ain't gonna keep no strap. She keeping the strap on.
hey
Ah,
D, by the
Right.
see,
time he
Now I can
there you
believe
go,
realized
that.
we'll
there
be in
you
the
go,
shop.
James.
I can
Austin, I don't
believe
know
that.
who you is tonight.
Well.
Yeah, but you own one already.
Don't y'all start.
But let me
Ooh.
Because
we finna
AJ
jump
made
on
a
the
good
topic. It's
point.
after 10. We finna jump on the
Because
topic. It's
but
top of the hour.
here's my thing though, D.
Imagine me and 40 y'all fighting in the movie theater.
D, here's my thing though. If that motherfucker bold enough to do
We
that,
don't do no
say that
fighting.
right there, that motherfucker bold enough to put
Yeah.
hands on me.
But you know
So
what? I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna tell you what the young folks say. If it ain't directed, it ain't respected. So I mean, you know when people trying to provoke you.
Fuck you. Yeah. Yeah.
You know when somebody's trying to agitate you.
yeah,
You know when somebody's trying to get a rise out of you.
well,
Man, look
Now
at
if
this
you
shit.
come, if
Man,
you
shut
don't
up,
come up in
bitch
my
ass
personal
nigga.
space, we ain't got no. I don't give a fuck. You call me.
Man,
Yeah,
that's bullshit. That's you a bitch ass. You a bitch
we
for
go.
that. You're a
We
bitch
may
ass nigga.
we might get into
What?
some jaw
What?
jacking. We
What?
might have an exchange of words. Yes, we gonna jaw jack. But I ain't finna do all that. Y'all jacking with
Man,
you
you a
though.
whole hoe for that.
Man, it's all
You
good.
know.
I'll be there.
And
I'll
Anthony,
be
she
your
used
hoe.
to run track, so she's
I'll
gonna
be the
take off
hoe.
fast as
I'll
she
be
can.
your hoe and your mammy my
What you
hoe.
say,
I
Austin?
see. I'm that
Then they
guy.
jump up on you. Then what's up? Then what's up? Then what's up?
What's
What's
up?
up?
It's what's up.
That's
You
different.
know
That's
how
different. Now
that's
they
go.
now if
You
they
done
jumping
built
up like
AJ up
that,
to
then it's
fight.
different though.
Hey,
If they
Now
jumping
that's
I
up like
saw
different.
the
that, then
same thing
yeah.
we
AJ
talking
was
about.
trying to walk away.
I saw
I
the
was
same
trying to
thing we
walk
talking
He
away.
about at the
provoking and
post office.
provoking.
I was trying to turn the other cheek, like the good Lord say.
Okay.
But you
That man
can't
No.
walk
walk
up
up on
on.
you talking
I'm
about
like
what's
that lady.
up.
Don't you walk up
Then
on me.
what's
Don't
up?
you
Then
touch
what's
me.
up?
Don't you push me.
Okay.
I
I
saw
ain't
the
no
same
fella
thing in the
now.
post
But
office.
don't
This
you
white
touch
boy,
me.
he kept fucking with this brother in the post office. Brother was just trying to had his back turned, just try to stay away from it. Motherfucker kept talking shit, kept talking shit. Next thing you know, lit his ass up. Lit him up. That's what he
Man, we
should
see
do.
that all the time at the airport down here, man. In the A,
Shit.
they be
Yeah.
brawling down here, bro.
Mhm.
And
But
some people walk away because they know what they'll do to you. Some people don't even have to
Right.
prove it. Like some people
Well,
walk away because I
Right.
know what I will do to you. And I know what
yeah.
I
Now let's
lose
let's
by doing what I do to you.
yeah. So now let's talk about these men walking away from these raggedy women. I mean, the raggedy women walking away from the good men. I mean, the good
Ooh,
men
why
walking
they
away
got to
from the
hey,
be
raggedy women. Well, we
ragged?
know what I'm saying. Whatever it is,
they
you know
Ooh,
what I'm
we
saying.
want to see why these women want to date our daddies and shit. We need to. That we want to find out. Hold on a minute. Y'all say men ain't like what they used
We
to
cause
be.
I
stay
might
outnumbered,
be in the
but we ain't
kitchen
outgunned.
cooking with your pops.
I don't know, man. It's a whole lot of them. It's 24-year-olds trying to get with poppers. I don't understand. Hold on,
Women are
though.
purposely
Hang on.
staying single because men aren't men anymore. So let's take some time to unpack this. Because the men that we were too insensitive, we were too sexist, we were too emotionally unavailable, we were too dangerous. But now that we're trying to grow and see ourselves beyond the identities of provider and protector, somehow we're not real men anymore. What is it that those same men that we've been trying to get away from, that you've been asking us to stop being, what is the difference between them and who we are today? Because we're starting to communicate a whole lot more. We're starting to practice emotional intelligence. And you know what's funny? As soon as we started talking and speaking far more honestly about how we feel, specifically about women, that's when the problem started. What men are expressing today is no different than what the men before us were feeling but never said. From what I'm gathering, as long as we kept it to ourselves, as long as we stayed quiet, everything was fine. I mean, it almost feels like another version of shut up and dribble. If my emotions don't matter unless you agree with them, you really don't value my emotions. There's no benefit to me being open and honest with you if every time that I open up, I'm gonna get punished for it. But let's keep the ball rolling. What if it's about money? Men are more comfortable having the 50-50 conversation than they used to be when it came to traditional roles. But I feel like we should understand by now that this economy demands a dual income household. So are we not real men because we don't want to shoulder the weight of all the finances in the relationship? Because if that's the case, what was the fight for when it came to equality and breaking the glass ceiling? I'll wrap it up like this. Don't try to say we're not real men because you don't benefit from us like you used to. If you don't want the men that we were, you also reject what men like that provided. Men aren't customizable. You don't get to pick and choose what we are and what you get. Women have to give men the opportunity to, one, be themselves, but two, they have to give themselves the opportunity to get to know the men that they asked for.
So,
I agree.
lady, when your friends and co-workers and sisters and cousins and aunts say men just ain't what they used to be, I mean, what are they what are you saying? Because I feel like the changes that we made beyond our fathers, beyond our grandparents and our great grandparents, or great grandfathers, I feel like a mixture of everything trickling down when so that it's okay. But I hear a lot of women say men ain't man enough. Just like that song, who was that? Tony Braxton. You wasn't man enough for me. He wasn't like her dad. Um, but yet you don't want a traditional relationship. So when they say that, what do they mean? And I need this from some ladies, from your friends, your sisters, your cousins, your co-workers. When you hear them say that, what's missing? What's different? What they don't like? What they saying?
Come on, AJ, Anthony, don't y'all get silent
Come
now.
on, AJ. I mean,
This what y'all
Anthony,
Man,
want.
the
I'm just
2A.
saying. I don't know what you want me to say.
If somebody
I don't
say men aren't what they used to be,
Okay.
So when it comes to
men
that
aren't what they used to
conversation,
be.
I do feel like the 50-50 conversation come up a lot. I cannot stand the 50-50 conversation. I'm not going to hold you. I do feel like a lot of time they're talking about financial when it comes to what it used to be men because I mean, I don't know. My man still opens up the door for me, will run and stop, open that door for me, very much chivalrous. My
I
mother, my
pay
grandmother
your
could depend on any
rent, I buy your clothes,
period. So
I cook your dinner too. Oh baby, soon as I get home from work. Is that what y'all missing?
Okay, so men emotions are valid. I would never not validate my man's emotions or how he was feeling about anything. It's because I wouldn't want him to do me like that.
But a
You
lot
know,
of
but
women,
men,
So is it the lazy women that be talking about they need a man that's gonna work and do all this stuff because they just really want to
I don't
sit
think
at
it's
home and reap
necessarily
the
lazy.
benefits.
Women want stability. Women want to be stable. Women want
So
that man that's going.
why not help the household to be stable, right?
If need be, women will work.
Some women will, but I feel like a number of women that make those type of statements are ones that want to sit at home and reap the benefits of the
Yeah,
man
okay.
going out and work.
I like the way he
That's
said that. There's one thing about Austin, y'all. He is very careful and
His little
particular
old
of the
words.
shirts he chooses.
Yes, them little
Uh,
semantics.
the ones that says that demands that are probably because and I've been on a few panels where we talk about this topic. I've been on quite a few panels lately, and the panel usually consists of people 35 and under, maybe 38, bench pressing 40 maybe and under, and these younger guys they don't want to take on the role of being a 100% provider.
100%.
I think so. When I hear a woman say that, like Anthony said, she think it's more
But
financial.
they have been indoctrinated by older men like y'all who say, don't put all your woman money in that woman hand. Don't give that woman all your money. You better
but
make
here's the
that
thing:
woman don't be over there paying all them bills for
a
that
lot
woman.
of
I don't say
You know.
that.
just
We have
I,
one bank account.
I don't say that either. But I
that
do say, okay, Big Daddy. Now, Big Daddy and Great Granddaddy, they gave their wives the money, and the wives took care of business. They stood on business. Okay. Now, when Dad would sometimes give Mama the money, Mama gonna squeeze a dress or some shoes out that motherfucker,
But at
and
least,
but
then
that's
but
when
we ain't
Laffy
gonna get
Taffy's
put
cost.
out
That's when
though.
Laffy Taffy's cost 2 cents.
Okay, but we still get put out though when mama was managing the money.
yeah,
Mama still
yeah, you
handle
didn't get put
business.
out, but Mama
So
would sneak a dress.
mama still got the bills paid and she snuck the kids something and her something.
You right, she
And him
snuck.
something. And
He
him
didn't
something.
get that money. Every blue moon, he'll get
And Mama
something.
was
He'll be
definitely
like, "Why did you
financial
buy that?"
advisor. She definitely knew how to pinch and money manage.
He
So
pinched. That was the difference.
nobody went without.
Mama pinched, but Daddy wanted all that money to go towards where it needed to go.
It did.
but I tell
It
you
went
another.
toward the
Okay,
whole
because
house.
did the lights go out? Did the gas cut off? I bet
If we ain't got
nothing went
no
without with
clothes,
nothing.
no, and somebody
It
needs
did.
some new
It
shoes and a
didn't.
new winter coat, it went where
It
it needed to go.
But
the
even
things didn't get cut off, but I would also hear every now and then her say, "Oh, ooh, I forgot to do that, and then he would have to give up more money when he was like, but didn't I give you enough money for that? You know, every blue moon I would hear.
It might
Ooh,
not have got paid in full because baby boy needed a new coat and baby girl needed some new
exactly. There you
shoes.
go. I didn't want to say that. She would pinch off of the water bill or the electric bill and figure out, well, he needs the coat. See, women think with their emotions where men think with
There's no
logic.
emotion to your child needing no coat, dude. There ain't no
Hey,
emotion.
the lights need to be on. The bills need to be paid. We gonna get a coat. She got a coat in there. You want her with a new coat because that one got a hole in the pocket.
No, I'm not that kind. I'm been sold that hole up, but that junk there too little.
Hey,
Why is it too little?
right? It's too little. Just because we see a little bit of her, a little bit of her form, a little bit of that showing. You ready to get her a new coat? We can wait on this. Pay them bills.
Just get her some long gloves.
Yeah, some long gloves. I put on the long sleeves that matches that.
And you long glove and long sleeve yourself going out there. My child ain't going out there like that. We gonna get a coat that go down to her damn hands
to
and
logic.
up her hand. You get one too big, but she showing the fuck ain't walking around with one too little on.
Hey, put some socks on her hand.
Ain't it?
Yeah, see y'all trying to protagonist.
See how men will do you.
But you know what though?
No. I got him.
I tell you what, a lot of it is though too. You know, anybody that might be on this show familiar with me over the past couple of years, I think men are listening to a lot of their life experience a lot more and saying, look, like I will say all the time, I don't want to be a stepfather ever again. Just to say this is that a lot of men have learned from the experience, so they not gonna be the same kind of man that was here a generation or two ago. Because a lot of these women that want these men that's gonna be traditional and do all that, they not really the ones that you gonna do that for. They not the ones you gonna wife anyway.
When I did on a couple podcasts, I had them silent and speechless with the same things I say here. My thing was when I was on that panel with the 40s and under 35, you know, 20, 25 trying to date, gotta live in with a newborn baby, 50-50. I was explaining to them that 50 is cool. 100-100, meaning if you know the bill got to get paid, you got the money, pay the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? That it is what it is. Okay. But I was also explaining to them as a man coming from traditional roles from great granddad to dad, and being in relationships, being married, I was taught to be a provider. So even though I'm cool with the 50-50, I'm also understanding that if something happened and she wasn't able to provide her part of the 50-50, we're not getting kicked out. We're not getting our stuff not getting kicked out on the curb because the bank's saying that they finna foreclose. The lights are not finna go out. Our bellies are not finna get slim because we don't have food in the pantry. So even though I'm with the 50-50, I make sure I still get out there and make enough money to where if she couldn't provide, I still got it and we still living our lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? And so one of them's like, oh, that's like coming off like a simp. And I'm like, how's that a simp? Because I'm not going to want to pack up and move. And I got these people on my back.
Well, the man who said that is the man we're talking about. That's a perfect example. The man that said that to you is the man that we are talking about. Okay. When we say men are not what they used to be. The and man that called you a simp is the one that we are. That is a perfect example of the man we're talking about. Yeah, that's
giving simp vibes. I'm like, how's that a simp? Because I want to make sure my family taken care of. I'm cool with the 50-50. But let's just say you guys, women have problems. You guys, whether it's fibroids, whether it's postpartum, whether it's y'all go through shit. Y'all go through some shit. And so what if something happened and she needs to be off? Take FMLA, and she needs to be off on her job, or anything. Just because she not working, that mean I gotta?
But here's the thing, though. The same, but here's the thing. We ain't said the same got to go for the woman too. Because what if you married and the husband go down?
Then right. No, we're saying It depends on who you marry. I chose one that if something go down, and then I hear these guys saying, "Man, it take 2 incomes to even live today." Be honest with you, I don't want a woman in control whether I have a roof over my head or not. I'm just gonna keep it up. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I don't want a woman in charge on whether I'm able to eat or not. So I'm gonna make sure I'm able to take care of myself and them. So if something happens,
But the question ain't
I'm
rather
good.
men. But see, the question ain't men being able to take care of themselves. It's do they really want to take on the burdens of a relationship now, of a traditional relationship nowadays, knowing they got more to lose than what they have to gain.
So being in a relationship is a burden?
Mm,
When you take on, I'm telling you, it's not a burden. Let me put it. It's a weight that a man carries when he endeavors into a serious relationship or even a
I
marriage. It's
get
certain.
that. Same,
So,
same,
but I'm
same.
saying it can get to be a burden.
Well, the
It
way I
can
feel
get to be a
about that
burden.
statement, if it's serious, it's serious. Now, if you dating around and you putting all the seriousness in each person you dating, then it is gonna become a
Yeah,
burden.
that's a
But if
mistake a
you,
lot of people do. And that's the
yeah,
thing. I'm glad you said that too, because that was gonna bring up my point of it depends on which stage you at the relationship too, as far as how much you invest in. If you just dating around, then this
if
discussion really
you
don't
dating
apply.
around, she shouldn't be living with you.
Right, exactly.
So we
But we
talking
got but
about
we got a lot of women want it out of men. They just dating it. And it's like
and
on the
y'all a
third date,
damn fool to give to them.
yeah, and they ask them, well, can you cash at me something? Not that there's nothing wrong with it. Now, here's the
It
thing.
is something wrong with
I
that.
paid for it.
it ain't
I
tricking
wish a
if you
bitch
got
would.
But here's what I'm
it.
saying. Like I paid for one. I just sent a
Hell,
woman money for lunch.
half of the
Just here's
folks
something
ain't
like
even
this.
got it.
But you talking about your lights on the third date, and you talking about how you want all this
No,
because
no,
we
You
no.
come
talking
out the
about
They
gate
know
like
who to
that.
ask
investing?
that shit from, Joy. So if they ask that, they thinking you some type of way. I ain't
Man,
never
now
been
they
asked
don't
to
care
help with
nowadays. Man,
no
I'll tell you
bill.
this.
Y'all
On your
sound so ill.
on Facebook dating, if you I ain't been on there in a long time, but when I was on there, these folks put their cash app in they personals. Them folks ain't got no shame nowadays. They don't care who they ask anybody. It's bad out there.
Okay, baby.
Uh-uh. They know who that shit. Ain't nobody ever asked me that. If they asked me that, they'd never get a text back.
Right. My thing about that, like if the
But
cash
I
app
mean,
ain't
if you
let
talking to a man and your lights off, your priorities, that's a little weird. That's that.
right,
Yeah.
right,
If you
right.
talk to a man, and your lights finna get cut off. There's a position of a woman that you can handle that somewhere else, not the man you just started talking to.
Exactly. I mean, my thing is let me be the one to ask you what's your cash app. Don't tell me. Let me be the one to ask you. If I feel like I won't ask you and start doing that, yeah, then let that be on me. But don't be let it be something you expect.
I think, me personally, I think social media to mess some of these women heads up where they feel like they could do that. Uh, I don't know. Or either it's the dope boys that really get money that's trying to mess the game up. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? And I'm not even gonna say they mess the game up because if you got game, you got game. But if
Well,
you gotta walk into a relationship where you leading with money, she don't
uh-huh.
want you, homie.
Well, you got to understand something. There are a lot of people, both men and women, because of social media. I'm gonna say this in the nicest way possible, tend to kind of overvalue themselves a little bit. So they tend to be a little bit more bold as far as being demanding and things, and not really paying attention to the part they have to contribute to get what they want out of a man, woman, or whatever.
So I don't know. But I just
Mhm.
know uh chivalry is not what it used to be. So I'm
But
sure
it's
a lot of
also
men today.
if it's women that's money gold or gold digging, there's men that are just strictly sex digging. So in some women's mind, it is like, okay, we just met, you already talking about getting the booty. Okay, my light bill is such and such and
Yeah.
such and such. It do make you feel like I am
No,
being
that
Oh,
used.
so
there
they
is
going they going back
I'm
to
not
the
being pursued for any other reason right now
a
than sex.
reason, right? You just
so
want
they're going
sex.
back to the oldest form of business,
Well, it's
prostitution.
Yes.
even more,
Call it what
If
you
you
want to
call it what
call
it
it,
is,
baby.
because it's an
You
old form
call
of
it what you want
prostitution
to
and it get
call
the
it.
job done.
but
You
what
call
Get
it
the
what
what you want to
job
call it, but you
done.
ain't gonna ask me for
No,
no ass
sometimes
and
not.
don't ask you for no cash.
but here's
But
the
see,
thing,
It's just simple as that.
Or
But the
sometimes
But
problem,
then
they'll
they
get the
get
ass and
mad.
don't give a damn
Then
about
they
what you
get
got going
mad
on
when
next.
somebody
Holler at
talking
your girl, pull your pants up and get
because
up out
they
of here.
fucking to get bills
Yeah.
paid.
but you
So
got to
so
understand
so
something.
yeah.
The
So you
reason,
can't get mad when somebody be talking
right?
about
I
hey
mean,
ho.
the
So
reason they so
I'm supposed to just be fucking you because I think you handsome? And we
Cause he
just met?
cute.
What's wrong
Him
with
so
that?
cute.
Well, I mean,
Him
I mean,
cute.
fuck you because I think you
Baby, you
cute?
the
Are you
one
heard
we
it
And we
is
just
what it
grown.
met?
is?
No,
hey,
no.
depends
No,
on the woman.
no, sir. You ain't never been that fine, baby.
Hell no. You just met me. You think I'm fine enough to fuck.
Now
And
look,
I think you handsome
y'all know
enough to pay a bill.
y'all
Oh
if y'all been
no,
going through y'all whole days, y'all
You
know
want
y'all
me?
well,
been through
I
when
y'all
don't
whole
want
days.
when
you.
that's a
when you
lie.
when you
Yeah.
boil it out, down, the reason why a lot of men and women do the way they do about relationship these days is
Let's go
because
and make it a transaction, baby.
it's transactional. It's transactional.
I'm
It's
straight
Yep,
on
it's
that.
kid pro
I ain't
quo.
giving
yep.
You
you
giving
nothing.
me
If
Cause
anything,
if
everything.
you
you
need to be
ask me
paying
for
me.
some ads, I'm gonna give you my cash out.
No. If anything, you need to be paying me.
Boy, stop.
Trying to tell you,
And who knows?
everybody
It
got a
could, and
pass
guess
when I
what?
said
And
I
guess
do.
what?
I mean, but you know
It
what?
could turn out that
Yeah,
way.
It's
It
the
could
women
turn
out
out
there
that
yeah.
way.
doing it though. I
It
can't
could
knock
turn
it, you
out that
know.
way. It's some
Sometimes
that'll
I
lay it on
wished
you
I
so
was a
good. You
man.
could take the car, you could take the money. It's some that know how to
Right.
do that.
I
Hell
wish I
yeah.
was a man sometime. Way these women tricking out here nowadays. So
Thank
I'm understanding how y'all men having such a hard time finding a
Cause
good
it's
woman
big
with
sharks
I
out
don't
here.
understand how they have a hard time doing
It's
that
some
either.
big sharks out here. That's what they call the women tricks. They big sharks.
okay.
It's some women out here
Okay.
taking men to Turks and Caicos. It's some women
Right.
out here paying your bills. It's some women out here putting men in
So
cars.
Austin,
You
to
know
you,
why?
Austin, I might strap up, Austin.
Good people hard to
Well,
find. Good people hard to find.
do your thing. Do your thing. Make your money. Best way you make it.
Shit, I can't say
That
what
goddamn
profit the
good
man
Peter
that got in
hard
the
to
world to
find.
lose his soul. You don't lose your
Well, I
soul.
mean, but you do have some women out there are like that you know that pay money or take they do wherever. But I mean, I don't know. You got tricks on both sides,
You got
right?
tricks on both sides.
So why is it a big issue when a man tricks?
I
The
don't know.
woman
That's
now,
the
the
Who,
that's
woman is a
that's the one
prostitute
that
when a
tricks,
man tricks.
and the
I
man
mean,
a
who said
prostitute.
it's an
Man can be
issue?
a
I mean,
prostitute
it's
too.
not.
It
It's
ain't an issue. If that's what he have to
yeah,
do,
dude.
that's what
That
he
what he
have to
do.
do. Some of us just didn't have to do that. And I think the ones who never had to do it kind of find it weird to the ones that have to do it. But we
Yeah.
don't knock them because you got to
No,
do what you got to do.
this just stay hustle. To me, that's how I
Yeah,
look at it.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
that's how I look at it when a woman does it. They just stay hustle. As long,
So
hey,
when you
it's,
say, so 50-50. So men back in the day, they didn't believe really in 50-50. They didn't believe in it.
Laffy
You
Taffy's
were
was also a
considered
penny. Let's
I
make
don't know
sure.
if we can say they didn't
you were
believe
considered
in
a
it.
no.
man, a real man, by paying your bills and providing for your family. Back then, men would drive a raggedy old truck and put his wife in a brand new car.
Well, I don't know what man they
Oh, I
talking
mean,
about.
I
'Cause
don't know. I
daddy
don't know.
didn't do it.
I ain't know many men
You
like
know,
that. I
you
just
know,
didn't.
often we seen that. We seen that.
No, daddy didn't do that.
Huh?
Daddy kept mama in a
We ain't
daddy
talking about
kept mama.
daddy.
Daddy kept mama in a continental.
And he got him
You
a new
know,
one. But
and he
we
got him
know
one.
men that would drive an older car and put that wife in a new car so she'll look good, represent. Because back then,
My grandfather sure did it. They
they
had that
believed
Lincoln
that
for
the
years. He
woman
bought my grandmother a
represented.
new Lincoln.
But a lot of men go
They
say,
believed that the woman represented the man back then. So that man would go to work, do them 16 hours or more at the mill, put her in a nice house, put her in a nice car, and he just drove the truck back and forth to work.
But
but I'm
what he buy his
saying
woman a prostitute then?
that was back then because a lot of men are gonna say, why am I gonna drive a regular truck, work 16 hours, and take care of a woman when I can be out here dating and just worry about myself? Especially knowing with the divorce, my sons tell me now they don't ever want to get married because they watch me go through a divorce. They're like, I'm not doing that. This is how they wired. But it might be a good thing. Maybe instead of spending their time chasing women, they'll be chasing a purpose.
I always tell guys, purse first, ass last.
Well,
but
But I
but
also think
everybody
the
can't do
example
that.
you're giving of the car situation, that even though today is a lot different, so we just really strictly talking about that time period, the whole new car
Right.
conversation. That was his woman. That was his wife. My wife don't be
Right.
driving around. I work hard from the sweat of my brow, as they say in the Bible, and I go get it. This truck here is my hard work that I've been putting in all this time. My investment on a new car, my wife can drive that to and from to the store. She
Hey,
ain't got to worry about it breaking down. To
I
take the
tell you
kids to
what,
school.
Wow.
I
She,
tell you what,
So
my
she
you
ain't got to worry about
understand
none
that
of that.
concept?
yeah,
Say
that's
that one more
crazy.
time. I'm sorry.
You understood that concept? I didn't get it because I was like, Dad, just get you a truck, get you a brand new truck. He would want a
Now, and
truck, and
then
he wanted her
also
to have a
men back
nice
then
car
were
to
very
ride in.
tight. Cause why didn't you get 2 new trucks? Men were tight like that. They gonna drive that truck until that sucker give up on
I don't
itself.
know how you know, but
Let
you
me tell
sure hit
you,
it on the head because that
let
showed
me
what they were
tell
doing.
you, but let me tell you how tight my grandfather was. He was so tight in the wallet. He bought his wife a brand new car, bought himself just a lit Toyota, right? And then he bought his woman across the street a house.
He did
He
what now?
did that. And you know what, Austin? I was
And I
just
would have
thinking,
rather had the house.
I was thinking today, Austin,
He
and
had a
and
he
and,
had a
and
house
we'll
too.
look it up later. This is off the grid. But whatever happened to Kenny Lee?
What happened to what?
Kenny Lee. I thought about him today out of the blue.
I don't know. They
You
said he
remember
was
him,
dead.
Vanessa Lee brother from across the street from Mama and
Yeah,
them?
yeah,
Whatever
I
happened to
remember.
him? He just disappeared. So we don't know if he gay or what. I was just wondering. I thought about him out of the
I don't
blue
know.
today. And it's just ironic
He
you
might.
brought up daddy buying the house across the street. It's just ironic how things intertwine. But
Might have to. Might have
but
to
yeah,
ask my
I
wife
never
on that.
understood. I didn't understand that back then because I used to be like, I, I get what she's saying, but and like I say, back then the woman really, a lot of them, not all, but they really believed that the woman represented the man, the wife represented the husband. They carried herself as such. So if he bought the vehicle brand new now, whatever year it was, they was buying them vehicles, and we would see them driving them old trucks. They'll be in them goddamn steel toe boots with them dirty jeans and them flannel shirts, just like on Roseanne. But Mama would drive around in a nice vehicle, going to Walmart and uh, Steinmart, all the little fancy dress stores, the mall, while he working 16 hours driving an old truck. And I didn't want to become that man. So as a change from men on like me, that was when I made. I wasn't finna do all that. It's gonna be a nice vehicle, but I'm gonna have something nice too, or we gonna have something nice. Because these days y'all to get them nice ass vehicles and be riding Willie Lump in them that ain't got 2 nickels to rub together while I'm doing 16 hours about to pass out. So I don't know. I didn't like that concept back in the day that they did. I didn't like that. Yeah, I didn't care for that concept. They doing all that working, she riding around. I mean, but they were cheating and everything back then.
Right.
But
I was gonna
the
say
men
this a
also
whole nother
believed that the
household around the
woman
corner
represented
somewhere.
the household back then.
What you mean?
Them women was cheating too.
Like now?
Um, I don't think it's like it's now, but they were cheating. They were cheating then. It's worse now because it's more access.
Well, if your husband got the woman in a house across the street, what you want me to do? My husband got his woman across the street.
I don't think Mama knew that. Did Mama know that, James? She didn't know that.
Nah,
Mama
she
ain't
didn't. She didn't know.
stupid.
She ain't
Well,
know.
Wasn't no kids. She never got pregnant. The lady across the street.
Not
Well,
that.
even if she did, but see, here's the
That is
thing.
too old to make babies.
But here's how it went.
You can't talk to you have seen the lady that was across the street.
But you know what? At the
Actually, she
end of the
wasn't no
day,
lady. She was like a year or two older than us.
At the end of the day, none of that matters because oftentimes what happened is the woman stayed anyway because that husband was their stability, and she looked over the fact that he had the other woman across the street with a baby.
Mama
Well,
was a nurse, though.
no. Yeah, I was gonna
Mama
say
was
my
a
grandmother.
nurse.
She was the first black nurse in Morehouse Parish. So
So she had both of them had money, so she wasn't one of them. I can't work, so I'm gonna let him put up with anything. No, she had her own.
Well,
And sometimes the topic of men not being being like back in the day may be a good thing. A house across the street is crazy.
right.
That's something that should put you in the grave. A house across the street.
Right
Well,
across the street.
even if she just across, but see, even though she might be across town, I knew of a lot of women that just, I ain't gonna say they look past it, but they've been invested, 10, 20 years in their marriage, and they find out about it, and it's not that it don't bother them or affect them, but they stay in the marriage because they already got old kids that almost grown with them. They already established in the community, so it's not a lot of times a woman will know, but that does not mean that she gonna leave.
But just like the topic we were talking about last week, and I brought up my grandmother.
Huh?
She knew about the situation my grandfather had. My grandfather drove trucks. My grandmother took care of home. My granny actually worked at Sears, retired from Sears. And she knew about some infidelities that my grandfather had, and her heart could never forgive him.
Right.
They became mean old people to one another. They never left the house. They end up in hover rounds and stuff together in the house. Never left the house, but they could not stand to be around each other.
So, how do you guys, you ladies, feel about 50-50? Because that's the biggest change, I think. The men are more emotional. They don't want to work. That's the biggest change. Hold on, let me see. Hold on. Let me play a clip. Hold up. Because I think one of these clips talked about it. Hold on.
When your grandfather's growing up, when my grandfather's coming up, their idea of I have to go provide it's not my wife's responsibility to provide.
Yeah, my grandmother never worked a job.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying?
I mean, she may have did like something random because she needed to though, and he hated it.
Yeah,
and I mean, he was on the brink of probably like, hey, you go back in there, I'm divorcing.
Yeah, that's like
because I'm supposed to be doing
it's
this.
A slap. Because it's almost a slap in the face.
Yeah,
especially for that generation.
Exactly.
Because now a lot of dudes don't hold each other accountable, but even so, back then you were definitely gonna be held accountable. The world we live in, 2 incomes for the majority of people you have to have.
I feel like it's set up for that. In today's world, that's kind of 50-50 is the theme, right?
Yeah, 50-50 is okay. It's wrong 50-50 because in the world we live in, that's what you need right now, to be honest with you, especially when you're starting off young. You have to start playing into your mind as a man. If you're in your mid-20s, if you don't have kids, you have to start thinking, okay, if I'm with this woman and, whether you're married with her or with her long-term girlfriend, whatever it may be, you need to start saying, okay, how am I going to get her out of the workforce?
Exactly.
And that's what I mean. It might not be something where it's permanent. It might not even be something where it's full time. She's out of the workforce, but just how can I alleviate it? Because the thing is now, the family dynamic is that once you start having children, this woman is going to want to be a mother. She's going to want to now play into her natural role as a woman.
Yeah.
Agree. So now if she has to sit here and go to work every day and struggle every day in the sense of having to worry about paying the bills or things not being able to be taken care of, it's going to take away. It's going to take away from her.
Take away.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's what I mean by when I say the burden, meaning that it's a standard that a man needs to make sure he always has.
Yeah.
It's a standard that he got to make sure that he has. And that standard sometimes isn't always represented or exemplified the way it should.
And so
what if a man doesn't have the ability to earn like that? What if they don't have that ability? What if the woman has more ability to earn than a man does? Is that an issue?
Okay, when you say ability, What do you mean when you say ability?
So what if the woman has um the better
Education.
just saying the better their better opportunities due to whatever the situation is, education, whatever it may be, that they have a better opportunity to earn than the man does. What if the man has limited opportunities based on whatever it could be, education, blah blah blah, whatever you
I
want to
just
name.
Maybe
figure
he got a felony. Maybe he got a felony and can't really get a job.
I just feel like back then men provided by any means necessary. So whether that means cutting grass, whether that means whether that means working for Mr. Bubba, they
That,
did.
Now, I will
They took
agree with
our
that.
job.
that ain't for that.
That
That ain't too much for to happen no more though.
And
I
plus,
mean,
yeah,
that's
that
not gonna
has
be
went
enough
out
to
the
Any
make
more
a
window.
jobs
household.
now? He can drive Uber.
I
He
mean,
can.
but what I'm saying is a lot of men not gonna do that for no. I don't know.
For
I
no
just don't.
what? For no
I don't
what?
see a
Say
lot
it.
of
For
men
no what?
hustle
For
like
no
that.
woman.
Well, honestly, not a lot. Not a lot. Just from who I deal with in my advocacy work and the men I counsel and
If
stuff, they
you
just
are married, that's a
if you
totally
married, it's
different
different
thing.
thing. But see, I guess this is why we got to make a stronger distinction. If you married, yeah, that's one thing. That's one thing. But if
We're
you're
not
not married,
expecting you to
if
do
you're not
Or
this.
married, no, I don't know.
cohabitating
Yeah, if you just
for my for my
shacking, then yeah,
cohabitating sisters and brothers out there.
right. I mean, if
Or
y'all shacking,
cohabitating.
if y'all just shacking, then y'all just shacking. I mean, don't be expecting that man to give you wifely duties. You ain't got the title. It just ain't gonna happen.
Oh,
Now
He said it.
nowadays,
I like that.
He said it. He said it. That's what he said. He's standing on it.
Y'all, what do you say? They just shacking.
Yeah.
man, you
Said
just shacking, man.
What you
I did
say?
that.
I
Look,
missed
look,
it,
look, look.
AJ. What?
I did, I
I
did,
missed.
I
I
did
missed it.
that.
What you said?
I did that dumb. Look, I tell you this. I tell you this. I tell you this. I did that dumb shacking
Don't
shit
let
for
that
7.
man
Wait,
stand
wait.
on that.
I did that dumb shacking shit for 7 years and played stepdaddy for a whole bunch of years, man. You just shacking. You ain't doing shit. Until you married, you ain't doing shit. You just playing.
did you want to marry the woman?
Yeah.
Why didn't you marry the woman?
It
If
just
you don't
didn't
mind
work
us
out. And
asking.
I realized she wasn't worth it. That I was killing myself for somebody that wasn't worth the effort. And I was doing it before we was married. And that's why I tell me, if you ain't married, you just bullshit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I think the first.
Because AJ
Well,
was
let's not even
bullshit for
get.
about 12 years.
How long were you in that relationship, AJ?
Well, yeah,
12 years.
12 long years.
Mhm. Yeah,
Hmm.
got to make that distinction.
Okay, then let me ask you this then. On that note, AJ, y'all went 50-50, or did he go out there and made sure he provided and you just worked as you needed to work, as you wanted to
Well,
work?
that's how it started off. You know, he was. Do you know how they y'all say what y'all need to say to get what you need to get done, right? And it's okay. I got you. You can go ahead and go to school, and I got everything while you still in school. And the minute I was finished with school and was able to get a higher paying job, oh well, it's now he ain't hardly got it like he used to. You know, all that type of crap. So all of that plays a role. Okay, everything plays a part, so to speak, in the breakdown or the come up of the relationship. If we are really building towards something, then somebody may have to pay the majority of the bills.
Yeah, you can do proportionate, um, whatever it's called, proportionate. I forgot the term for it. A proportionate bill paying. We'll just use that
Yeah.
because
And
if
it
you
and
make
it fluctuates. I could be doing 60-40 this time, and you could be doing 60-40 the next time when something may happen, anything, life. So, I'm not necessarily opposed to the 50-50 thing, but is it a requirement? Is a nigga gonna require me to do 50-50? Hell motherfucking no. I'm gonna expect him to do more than 50 because I'm gonna do more than 50.
Hey,
Okay.
well, the way my wife and I do it. Wait, well, let me say this: the way that my wife and I do it, we put it everything in the same bank account, so it's all 100, 100. I don't know what dollar I put in, and she don't know what dollar she put in, and we don't see it when it come out. So it's all together. So we don't even have to
Mhm.
worry about 50-50 proportionate spending, any of that. But that's what works for us.
Right, right, right. And if you married, this I think this how it should be if you married. But if you just shacking, you need to keep that joint secret account your mama told you to get and keep a hold on to in case that fool want a trip.
And then a lot of people when they're married and they're like, I don't want to put my money in with your money, blah 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 blah. You're already damning your relationship because
Right,
number one, you're already thinking about well, what's going to happen if we have to split, or the other person has some alternative reason for not putting y'all money together. They don't want you to see it.
I'm a,
Where
right.
So
I
question,
talk.
Austin, if one of y'all decide, okay, we put all our money in here, but we do have a separate account for our own personal things, is that an issue?
no, you can do that.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, that's
okay.
cool.
Yeah, I broke it down
Long
one
as the
time,
home
Put it
party
Anthony.
be
together.
filled. I hear
I
that.
broke that down one time, Anthony, on this podcast where I was explaining how you have a bill account and everybody have their own personal accounts.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that
I
way,
can dig that.
yeah, a certain percentage of your earnings go into this the bill account, and whatever you have left, if you want to burn it up, wipe your ass with it. That's you. But
But
that
here's
portion of your check that go towards the bills go into that one bill account, and it's set up on automatic payments. So you putting your money in there, mine go in there, and automatic payments pay off the bills, and we just know the bills got paid. Compared to that couple that have a joint account because they want to show that I'm loyal and we so in love. So they do that damn joint account. But what I found out with joint accounts, because I talked to several people about it, let's just say women think a lot of women think emotionally, or or with their heart. And that's why I tell people if God wants you to think with your heart, he would put it in your head. But a lot of them think with their heart. So they'll be out and they'll see a big sale. Oh, a sale at Hobby Lobby, a sale at Michael's or some shit. And they'll go and buy this because it's on sale. If that's you spending money out of the account that I'm expecting to go towards this bill, but because you saw a sale and you felt like the youngest needed a bigger jacket, you spent that money. You know what I'm saying? That's where I think the pro are. And let's just say he's into antique cars, and he got this big deal where he can get a '69 Chevy for $3,000, and so he go and pull that out of the bank, out of their joint account, and then let's just say she was planning on getting a generator, something that's gonna help the house, and he went and took the $3,000 out and bought a goddamn '69 Chevy. You're gonna bump heads with those joint accounts. That's why I think you
well,
need to have a bill account and then account where you just fuck off. You have your own account where you do what you want.
well,
Right.
y'all some none walking around the house not talking to motherfuckers if y'all doing
That's
that
what I was about
because
to say. I was saying because a joint account
that's
means
where
a joint
communication come
conversation.
in. Yeah,
Yeah,
it ain't
but
it
you'll
ain't it
be
ain't because it ain't
surprised.
because I'm in love
You'll
with her. It
be
ain't because I
surprised at
got
the
some
people that
stuff.
I've talked to who say stuff like,
Well,
when
they
they
dumb.
bills get behind, I say,
They
well, then you
dumb.
know that you owe this bill. Man,
Well,
she
they
went in
dumb.
there and she sent some money to such. She went and got this. Yeah, communication is one thing, but that woman to spend that money.
No,
A
she
lot of
won't.
women,
But
not
you
all of them.
exactly.
I think also the habit that women have, we be thinking we can get it back in real fast. Oh, I
Well,
replace it. I replace
y'all
it.
need
I
to.
think men think that too. I replace it. I replace it. But
Yeah,
I
but I
definitely
think
feel like
women
Ain't no,
think it a little
if
bit
we have
quicker.
a joint account, a conversation has to be had because it's both of our money. So it really is.
And I
It
tried, and,
really shouldn't be
and,
no
and boy,
harm in
I
saying,
tried to
"Hey,
explain that to that guy, because he didn't know that the wife had went on a damn. What had happened was he owes some money. And when you're using a checking account, the money don't come out of your bank instantly like it does with a debit card. It takes 3 to 7 really business days before we actually get the cash out of your account. Similar when you're doing Amazon or something. It's going to take a minute before they get it out. So he thought the money was in the account, and he was wondering why he keep getting late fees, why he keep getting NSF fees. The money's not there, dude. Well, it was there when the bill got paid. I thought y'all got the money then. No, what's happening is the wife will look online and see that the bill has been paid. It's showing paid because they set on auto pay. But when the electronics go through to actually transfer the money, 3 to 7 business days is short. So I was explaining to him, I said, hey man, you're gonna have to tell your wife, either we're gonna keep the lights on, we're gonna keep the bills paid, or you're gonna go shopping. Y'all can't do both if you got this joint account. I said, or you need to get a bill account and you all have y'all own account. So yes,
Or
it
he
do,
can
and
start
like
paying
she
his
say,
wife an
men
allowance.
do that sometime too. They might say it was a deal on a laptop, electronics, flow master that he want to put in the car. So those joint accounts often end up kind of bitter, whether it's lack of communication. The joint account as your main account, I feel like it's not healthy. But if you communicate, and everything's good. But even on that note, a joint account, let's just say I go and get a new DJ board and she wants a few outfits or something. So I get the DJ board because money was there. I get the DJ board. Now she wants something. So it could create something where, let's just say a bill increase. We had a renew on something, the bill increase. So now she said like, well, he got that DJ board. Why I can't go get this and that and that? So I just feel like you need a bill account and you need your own account. Because I don't care what she do with her money when it's not going into the bill account. I could give a shit. Just don't come asking me for that.
Well, and the way that we settle that
No,
is
off that
we
bill
have
account. The kids don't get no new coat, no new shoes out the bill account.
No, she can get that out of her account if that's what she wants to do. She
Oh,
can't wait
hell
We get that
until
out your account. She get that
if
out
she
your
can't
account
wait
too.
until I
We ain't gonna tell
say,
her
let's go get
outside.
the kids. Right. If it be times when I say, hey, let's go school shopping. Hey, let's go get shoes. Let's go get a refrigerator. Let's go. It's time when I say that we go together. But if she just gotta have her to have that coat before I'm ready to do it, get it out your account. But she don't touch that bill account. No, sir.
But I also feel like that's another back to the main topic about men not being the same as today. James and his wife has a joint account. Papa wasn't gonna have no joint account with Margaret. I don't think that would have been a thing. I don't think back then, because the men worked the most, men provided the most. Why would I need to have a joint account with you? I'll give you the money to take care of this, take care of that, but us having an account together where you can pull it out of this, and that, I don't think that would have happened.
I don't do that. We have a bill account. She has her own account. I have mine, and that works perfect. You
So
put X
the
amount,
bill
X
account is not
percentage,
considered joint.
ma'am.
The bill account is not considered joint. I think that's the difference that you're making.
Right, right.
Right.
That's
Okay.
that's strictly
Okay.
for the bills. Okay, let's just say when
I
she
actually
get
like
her
that
her
concept.
check, 30% of her check go into the bill account. 40 or whatever percent of my check go into that bill account. And that's strictly for bills. And that takes care of everything from the mortgage to electric, gas, everything is taken care of out of that bill account. So whatever money she have left, if she want to wipe her ass with it and flush it down the toilet, that's her money. Just don't come to me saying, oh, I'm gonna need 20 more dollars to do this, or I'm gonna need another 300 to purchase that. No. You're gonna wait until you get paid again because you should have took that money you had in your account and got that. You should have budgeted for that. So now it's be times when I feel like I'll know she wants something and I'll just get it, you know. But generally, she has her extra. I have my extra, and my extra is I know what I want to do with it. I'm not trying to spend my extra on you.
And see, our situation be similar but a lot different. Come the first, you got to half, I got my half. You got to half, bet. See you on the first. Like it don't be no big discussion needs to be happening on the first. We know what's due. When the car
Right.
note is coming, we know what's due. The light
Mm-hmm.
bill is already, they done sent that note. Okay, cool. We know what's that time. So if the understanding is being had, then 50, 60, 40, 30, 70, whatever it is, the bills are going to get, long as them bills are getting paid and we ain't drowning in the plunder, that's really
Yeah.
what all I could care about.
Mm-hmm.
That's called 100.
Yep. Yeah.
But yeah, I just saw I just seen too many relationships, too many couples get into it over that joint account. Um, but when you have two people on a mission that's tuned in and they want the same things, it's gonna work. But when you have that man who want to buy the flow masters and get the cam shafts and things for his vehicle for his antique cars, and then she want the designer purses or she wants designer whatever, that's when it becomes a problem. But if they on the communication tip and their mission is we're gonna take care of our bills and then what's left we fuck off, it'll work like that with a joint account. I just don't like the surprises that come with the joint account. Oh, it was a deal we couldn't pass. And then in my mind, I'm thinking, and let's just say communication wise, let's just say I think of this idea on my way home. And then before I get home, she thinks of an idea. And they was like, hey, we need to know now, can you make this deal? She contacts me. My mind already set on something else. She got another deal, and it's all just one amount of money total in this bank account. I just feel like that's just too much pressure, and I don't like it. So I don't
So
believe it.
another question I'd like to put on the table for the men, since it was me and AJ in the hot seat at first, are you men good gift givers? Are you gift givers?
Oh
Are
yeah.
you
I
are
am.
you
I am.
surprisers?
Yeah, I am.
Oh yeah. I like surprise mine. She don't be knowing nothing happening.
Right. That's that.
Nothing.
I enjoy that part of a relationship.
Oh yeah. I mean, and then I set mine up so pretty, it be right in her in the open, and she don't know
Mm-hmm.
nothing. She don't know nothing. Then out of the blue, I still be in here waiting, and then from nowhere, you know what I'm saying? Maybe 2 hours later, 3 hours, 5 hours later, and it's been sitting there. You know,
Right.
so yeah, I do believe in the
Yeah.
gifts.
Definitely.
Yeah, those just because.
And not just the gifts, but the gestures also.
Right.
You know, so we,
Explain what you mean.
you know what I'm saying.
Talk to him, Brooks. Talk to him.
The little extra things like if I'm low case, give her a Starbucks gift card because I know she like her coffee. You know, just send her money for lunch. You know, send her extra I miss you message, stuff like that.
Yeah, a lot of
So
times it's little things.
Because
Breakfast on the table that you like.
is a huge part of relationship to me. Romance, because you can
right,
lose that romance in that joint bank account and these bills. That's easy to happen. You can lose romance real fast.
right, you can.
I mean,
If you're not
that's why
intentional.
I don't care for the relationship that's business relationships. I couldn't
Right.
be in a business relationship.
Mm-mm.
I couldn't be in
But
because I take care of myself.
I think of all the litigiousness that goes around divorces and the divorce rate nowadays. There's so many people think of marriage as transactional, so they go into it and say it is a business. You know, you merging credit, you merging assets, you merging a lot of things. So people gonna be like, look, we need a joint account to transact some business. Some people just go to some people, to a lot of people, marriage is a fiduciary endeavor. It's really when it come down to it, love will come and go, but at the end, who gonna come out with more? Who gonna come out with less?
And that's when you lose all the fun and the pleasure.
Exactly.
And that's bullshit.
And that don't mean you don't think about it though. Now you have to be financially responsible. Now, if you're in a situation where you need a joint account, don't be a fool and not get one. But that's part of being equally yoked. Equally yoked is not just of the spirit, it's also of other things, such as being financially astute as far as how you want to raise kids. So they equally yoked carries a lot of weight. And it relates to the bank account too.
Well, that's true. That's true.
So
So why
the
are
men,
more women saying it's hard to find a man?
Because
Black.
men have started to say they got standards now. And men not started
Mm.
to take a lot of stuff because now men are saying
Men
what they
got
want.
standards now, huh?
I think the
Hmm.
dating pool is full of piss.
Because I think it is. It
What
is.
they stand
But
to have instead. They got so many standards.
mm, well, I think what it is, a lot of men start looking at what they need emotionally from a woman, and if they can't get that from her emotionally, he ain't gonna even invest. Because the relationship I'm in now, I would not be in this relationship if I did not feel emotionally safe with that woman.
So did men start getting emotionally safe when the domestic violence laws changed?
yeah, she'll
I
start
don't
whooping
know.
his ass.
Maybe.
Men getting
I'm like,
their
is
ass
this a
whooped right
trick? What
now
they
in
say?
2025, but they ain't gonna say nothing.
Mm-mm.
You know,
Say that one more time, baby.
I,
domestic
What you
violence
said?
for men. I said some men are getting their ass whooped in 2025, but just ain't gonna say nothing.
yeah, I'm teaching a whole course on domestic violence for men that I can come up with. We gonna address that. Men to get abused, men to have abused. You're gonna have abusers. I'm gonna be working with them. So yeah, they got a lot to do with it nowadays. For real, for real. But it's also that emotional safety. If you don't feel emotionally safe with a woman where you can tell her what's on your mind and not feel like you're gonna have it thrown back at you, ain't no way you finna work and drive an old truck for her.
These women
I
out here
believe
whipping
that
these men ass.
people they don't know how to fight fair. They don't know how to fight with love or disagree with love. They don't know how to not go beyond hit below the belt, or they
Right.
don't know how to don't use what I told you in confidence against me. Things of that nature. If you are taught those types of tools early on,
Mhm.
conflict resolution, then maybe you can get into these relationships and have more of a communication type groove going on. But if
Are
Well,
you don't
men
know how
yeah.
to,
softer these days?
I
no,
know it
not
ain't got. I
necessarily
don't think.
so.
No,
No,
it
ain't
ain't
got
got.
nothing. I don't think that's it.
Well, I
I
mean,
don't think
okay.
that men are softer.
I
Here
think
what.
men should get soft because when they want soft, they were kicking your ass.
Nah. It's a you got okay. Here, first of all, y'all not
Don't
defined.
nobody want no soft
Y'all using
man
the word
though.
what? Y'all. Okay, here's the
But
thing.
y'all don't
A
want
man
to
don't
go
have to
hard and
be.
kicking your
Hold
ass
on.
either.
A man
Women
ain't
don't
got.
know what the hell they want.
A man should not endeavor to be soft. Okay, because that soft word that we don't even know what that
It
means. But
can go any way.
right. But a man should get to be in a relationship where he feels okay being vulnerable when he gotta be.
Right.
He
If
got
you
he
can
gotta
tell
have
me
that
how
I
you
room to
agree.
be
feel,
Yes,
there.
I agree.
what's on your mind? Yeah,
Yeah.
how you feeling? If you I
And
had a shitty day today,
sometimes,
baby.
but here's the thing: a lot of women don't get though. See, for men, us a lot of time they look like just leave us alone. It's not that we don't
Yeah.
want to talk to you. It's just we can't. We trying to figure out what's going on with us, and then we as
And
men,
for
we never
women, we want to fix it.
right. And for us men, we never
Yeah.
been given it room. It's never been
And we
acceptable for
want
a
it
man
fixed
to say,
right then.
yeah, but it's never been acceptable for a man to say, I'm going through some, or I need a minute, or hold on,
But
back
I
up.
don't know. I'm like that too. When I'm solution oriented, or I don't think problem. I think solutions, right? So when I'm trying to come up with a solution, I kind of want to be left alone, and it ain't got nothing to do with you and us
Right,
or nothing else we got going on. I'm just focused on something else right now, and I want to be left alone.
right. But
But
see,
I
you have
think
to
a lot of
communicate.
my want to be left alone is I done got so used to my own company now
Mhm.
that hey, I
Hey,
like
but you
my
got to have
space.
it. If you don't have scheduled separate time, where it's like, hey, baby, for 3 hours every evening, or for an hour every evening, I don't want to look at you to be by myself. Your stuff
I
not gonna
want
work
my
nowadays.
space. I
Yeah.
like
She
my
getting
Hey,
used to
space.
my time,
An-
me time.
I like my space.
hey,
Yeah.
Anthony said she like her man so hard he can't even use scented lotion.
See, I was
Mm-mm.
I got real quiet.
See, that's
Because
James
I
right
do
there. That
because
that's,
I
that's
do
Austin. I mean, that's Austin. That ain't James.
I do like to be under your skin, and it is something that I had to kind of like grow past because my man love to play the game.
Right.
And and
Girl, you
so
can sit there with him while he play the game.
and I was, but now we done had a child now, so and she up
Girl.
under us, so I'm okay now with I'll be in my room while you play the game up front, you hollering and screaming on that game. I'm in my room reading a book. So
Or I'm on my phone or something like
right.
that.
I had to
don't be
grow
reading.
into that because what you say,
I said, you
James?
don't be reading. You be watching them reality shows. Stop playing.
I watch my reality shows too. I watch my
And we
housewives and
read,
my love
and
in the
we
kitchen.
read,
They reading
and
a
we
book.
read,
Because right now I'm watching
and we read.
And I'm
That
finna
girl
join a
say
book. And
reading
I'm
a
finna join a
book.
book club. Mm.
We do read too.
Holla at your girl. I
We
do
can watch
read.
Housewives and read. You gonna let us, ain't it?
Okay, cause we out your face.
Nah, I
So
like my wife in my face
me
sometimes.
too. That's how I.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
cool. I mean,
see,
it's cool sometimes, but
Some,
I
like
don't
you
want to be
said,
smothered.
sometimes,
yeah.
Yeah, sometimes
Well, let me
sometimes you
tell
want
sometimes,
that.
you, most of the time.
sometimes.
But see, the thing is, when you can sit in a room and y'all can sit there and don't even have to say anything to each other and still be comfortable, it's all good.
And
Man,
I
we
and
gonna
I
sit
and I
there and be
talked to
talking.
somebody.
Our folks ain't said a word to each other, but we thinking the same thing.
I
Mm-hmm.
talked to somebody today, and we're gonna have this conversation too about the it's called the lack. I say what living apart together. I
But
was
I'm so
talking to
sick of
somebody
you.
today about that, and that means you don't really like your mate, man. You don't like
Well,
your person.
well, y'all know
What?
for the
That you can
last
sit there and not talk?
well, but here's the thing for the
No, I'm
last
saying for the ones that it's a thing. Now. Like I said we're gonna tackle it probably next month, but
well,
about the couples that's living apart together.
right,
that
because for
sounds
the
so
last 7 years of my
miserable.
marriage, me and my wife slept in beds for the last 7 years.
Now, there's a difference between sleeping in the separate
You
beds
said
and
for
all that
7 years.
stuff.
We said
Yeah,
separate
but
bedrooms, separate
that's still
lives.
kind of weird to me
I
on
mean,
a
but
regular basis.
some people feel that's normal because what I don't know. Me personally, I don't have. Even if he snore, I'm gonna learn to love that man snore because it's gonna be and make it sound like a lullaby, putting me to sleep. Because when he gone, I'm gonna miss it, right? So some
Yeah,
people can't stand that. Some people be like, oh no, baby, you snore, you gotta go in another room.
but I see a lot like our parents' ages that have separate rooms, and Big Mama them days and great
I want to
granddaddy
watch
days they had
Housewives,
two
and you
separate
want to watch
beds.
WWE. You want to watch
So,
WWE, and I want to watch the Housewives. You going on
Both
in
of
there
those,
and being
both
here.
of those are housewives.
but it's a
I'm just
difference in
saying.
going in another room and then at the end of the night you sleeping in that other room.
What if you
And
fall asleep in there?
That's different.
well,
I'm talking about
Yeah,
a
but that can
regular
only happen a
basis.
couple of times.
You got your room, he has his
Oh,
room.
okay.
And now it's
I got
going
what you're
from
saying.
he has a room, she has
Y'all
a room
roommate.
till they get
Yeah, that's
housing
hard. That
a
sounds
Yeah,
mile up the
miserable.
road.
yeah, that's what I
Y'all
had.
roommates.
Yeah, that's what I was.
Y'all
And
roommates
now
at that
and now
time.
they getting
that's
houses
the roommates in
apart.
the same bed.
I mean, but what? That's like a benefit of both worlds. We can be roommate and still have a business relationship together. Still handle our business and gain assets together that we will share. And but you do your thing, I do mine.
Well,
Well,
see, that's why
it
I'm
That's
wasn't
ready.
what
So
wasn't
I'm
that
y'all
able
kind
to
of
men
bring
like.
so
understanding,
I'm
but
able to bring
Ain't that how
Ashley
We
Lady
y'all
can be
men
over
like
my
it?
civilized.
crib when I'm ready.
Ain't that how
Nope,
y'all men like it?
nope. I
no,
enjoy
mine
my
wasn't like
wife.
that. Mine wasn't
I
like
enjoy
that.
my wife.
Nope, that wasn't mine.
I
My
enjoy my wife.
situation was
Mine is.
different.
I watched. In fact, I watched the shows she watched. We
I
watched them
know
together.
that's right. My man was watching Housewives and Married to Medicine with me.
Well, I
and
already
Married
said.
to Medicine. He was in here watching it with me. We'd be here laughing.
Well, we already had two TVs in my den, cause one for me the game while she watch her housewives. So we already saw that problem. Best of both
But yeah,
worlds.
but the new way now they say is what is it, living apart together. So they say they get married and he gets a house or a condo or whatever, a mile or two away from her. And that way everybody had a space.
I don't know
No
what
more
the
Why
hell.
not just buy,
disrespect.
why
That
not
just
just buy
don't
a big
sound like
house?
a union. It don't sound like a
I
relationship.
don't
It's
know
not
about
at that
the
point. But see,
separate
when you get
houses.
when you get to that point, it's no longer one. You just in it
Yeah,
because
I don't know
y'all
about the
y'all
separate
may have
houses.
kids.
But
Divorces are
a lot of
expensive.
them doing it. I was
Exactly. And
talking
that
to
goes back to the topic of last week, cohabitating versus marriage. At that point, like you were saying, Brooks, we gotta do this now because divorces are expensive, this and this and that. We have to now compromise our lives to be miserable in a partnership because we can't afford to go through the process of
damn that
splitting assets.
I go broke. I ain't
Divorce
finna be
does not have
miserable.
to be expensive. Divorce does not have to be expensive. In Texas, you can get a
Oh,
hundred
I don't
It,
think
it's
so
not
either.
that,
Yeah.
but you know, especially if you have, but if oftentimes those are contested, you might have one.
Yeah,
She might
two
want the
people
house
can't
even. It's
agree.
yeah. A lot of times you can't agree. Now, me and my wife, we kind of just didn't agree, but we went through mediation. They kind of made us agree,
You and
but it's
your
worked out.
ex-wife.
Yeah, me and my ex-wife.
He
But
still he still think he married.
well, that's complicated. But anyway, but you know, it
That's
just
that
made easier
Freudian
for you.
slip, George Brooks.
No, that's just my good friend now, because we went through all this
That's a
separate,
Freudian
and we
slip.
nah, ain't no Freudian slip about that. Trust me. But
I just
but
fucking, I
we
had
really
to say
hated
something. I
each other.
had to.
But we really hated each other the last 7 years. We wasn't no intimacy for 7 years. Wasn't no sleeping in the same room for 7 years. None of that in
And
the
you call her
same
your
house.
friend today, so God had brought about a change.
Look at God.
Yeah, but
Look at
she like
God.
one of my best friends now. You
She
know what
was
I'm
your
saying?
best friend
So
back then because y'all was just roommates.
now we didn't talk. We didn't talk. We go a whole day without talking to each other, without saying a word to each other. We just pass each
Mm-mm.
other.
Could that be why y'all ended up divorced?
We just wasn't meant to be. Not as husband and wife, and I see that now.
I
I
got you.
mean,
I
I mean,
got
I got married when I was
So
20.
she was really
I
just
won't.
supposed to be a smash partner.
No, because we dated for 2 years before we got married.
She was supposed
So
to be a
you know,
smash
So you
partner.
hard on the next
Don't
bitch.
you start DJ Black. That's his friend now.
yeah,
Oh,
because
okay.
Don't
I mean,
mess up the
preacher.
love boat.
I mean, good preacher's daughter. You know, good woman. She a good woman. You know, that's my whole thing. I don't have no problem with her in any regard for what we've been
Did
through,
she
because I
ever cheat
understand
on
we
you?
was different. I I ain't gonna say
Not that he
either
knew
way.
of.
I ain't gonna say either
Not
way.
that he knew of.
I ain't gonna say either way. But I'm gonna say this. I gotta look at it like this. She was a different person than what she is now. I was a different person what I am now. We got married
Right,
at
right.
23 and 26. She was 26, I
Right.
was
That was over
23.
20 years ago.
Yeah, so we not gonna be the same people. And that don't
Of
mean we don't
course.
love each other, but we had to we better off as friends.
Yeah.
You know, and
I
sometimes
got
it's part of marriage and relationships people don't realize. Now, this last one I was cohat shack with and raised her kids, she kissed my ass 10 ways till Sunday. I ain't
you.
being her friend for
Oh.
nothing. It just depends on the kind of relationship you have with the person. But just
But
understand
why,
And I feel
George?
like when y'all
Why?
start young,
why
you grow
what?
up together, and that could
Why
go
you
either way.
why?
Why what?
I mean, she was all right when you were with her there.
Man, sometimes man, people be showing you who they are, your ass ain't looking. Till one day you
Mm.
can focus and you see them for who they are. And you
So
know
you
better.
did
Sometimes you
all that
stay too
licking and
long,
all
y'all.
that
When
for
you stay
nothing.
too long, you let that hatred fester.
It ain't hatred. It's just it ain't hatred. It's indifference. The opposite of love is not hate. It's indifference. I think of her. You know,
If
other.
you tell me
I
to kiss your ass 20 ways till Sunday, you hate me.
don't call me for nothing.
Right,
If you
right.
need some now the way I am about that, I've learned to detach over the past 2 years emotionally. It's just if you do me a certain way, I can't mess with you.
Yes, for your own mental
For my
health.
own peace of
It's best.
mind. I'm a mental health advocate. What I look like endorsing a toxic relationship, and I'm telling people don't do that. So I had to learn to
Gotta
be
practice
the
what
man
you
I say
preach.
I am. And I got
Gotta
to cut
practice
some
what
days
you
I had to
preach.
cut my own son off. I ain't talked to my son in 6 months.
Put it for drinks.
That's what it takes sometimes. People go through different stages of life. And
It
I
ain't
get
a
nothing.
that
woman's
about them
idea of what
grown
a
kids though.
but here's the
It
thing
ain't
too.
nothing to cut a bitch off.
But a woman, I mean, you know,
Say it again, James.
yeah, that's true. But you got to
Say it
understand,
again, James.
a woman's idea of a man may change throughout the stages of her life too.
Exactly. She may start off not even loving you and just marry you for stability. And over time she grows to love you. Now
Right.
y'all got something beautiful. Beautiful.
Because
Beautiful.
what she values in a man at 20 is not gonna be necessarily what she values in a man at 40.
40.
Exactly.
Yep.
But can you grow with her? That's not
But
an
can you
excuse.
You
evolve?
might
Yeah,
can. You
everybody
might
got to
can.
be able to grow and evolve together,
But
though.
sometimes you gotta grow apart. Sometimes the branch splits. This is
That
life.
is, and that's when
And
the
like I said,
divorce
I used
happens,
to
I guess.
hear a lot of the YT people say, we grew apart,
You
or
can.
Yeah,
we
You
didn't
yeah,
can.
we
grow.
just grew apart.
We grew apart, and we didn't. Something about growth. They didn't grow together, or whatever. And I was
Yeah,
like,
at some point you go back and you reevaluate. Okay, are we on the same path? Are we still doing? Are our goals still aligned, or are you off on your own tangent, or am I off
we
on my
outgrew each
own
other.
tangent?
That's the
Yeah,
key
we got
word.
it. Yeah.
Well, I
I
mean
say,
that
why
that
did y'all
happens.
break up? Y'all was together right at 20 years. We just outgrew each other.
That means somebody stopped growing. Somebody did not want to move on to that next level,
But
whatever that
okay,
next level was.
let's look at it like this. A man at 20, let's say he's in school, but let's say at 30 he wants to start a trucking business. Let's say his wife ain't cool with that, but that's what his purpose is. They're gonna grow apart. It can happen. I've
Uh,
seen it.
well,
Well, I
I
think
mean,
that's the issue in the partner you pick because ride or dies are ride or dies.
It's hard to find a ride or die. That's the thing though. It's like a lot most
I'll ride with you, but I ain't gonna die with you. I mean,
yeah, and
I put some in your book.
ain't no ride.
I have
It's
to
very few
put.
ride or dies
If
nowadays.
you want to be a gold miner, I'm down with you. Let's move to where the gold at.
But see,
It's just
She
ain't a lot of
ain't
people
gotta
gonna say
be a
that though.
gold digger, but she ain't messing with a broke nigga.
hello.
So you gonna leave your job and everything to follow a guy that's into gold mining?
No,
Well,
I'm
she
just
work
talking.
remote. She work remote, so
No, okay.
she just gonna pack up her little
A little
computer and
You
laptop.
better know it.
Now we
I'm
got
just gonna pack
Wi-Fi.
up
We
my
got
work
Wi-Fi.
equipment and we gonna move to where the caves is. If I can get some
You got
Wi-Fi,
you
we
got some
straight.
Wi-Fi, some Wi-Fi. We got
But
some
one thing we
Wi-Fi.
did learn about Anthony, she is ride or die, and she gonna stay in there. You're gonna have to pry her away from that
Right,
relationship,
right.
which is a good thing. I hope
You
but
better know it.
yeah, she seemed like she know what she doing. Uh, I still would like to see them discuss marriage between now and this time next year. At least talk about it. I hope she
It's on the
realizes
table. It's on the table.
that you don't need $80,000 to get engaged. You know,
Right.
but
I've seen crackheads with less in
thanks.
love.
In love, rubber band on the hand for a
yep,
ring.
I saw him switch teeth.
Fine. What you said?
And so, what good attributes did men of yesterday have that's kind of lacking in men of today?
Chivalry. Chivalry is dead and women killed it.
Mm.
Well, Anthony say her husband still opens the door for her 24/7. Austin
So
Yeah,
opens
how did
doors.
women kill it? How did women kill it? Cause we said we got it, we got it. You talking about like
right. When
that?
you start saying that, and then when a man holds
Oh,
the door
okay.
open for you and you don't nod or something, it's women don't. It's like men are not chivalrous and women don't know how to be ladies a lot of times.
Yeah.
Well, men will jack you up, so I say thank you so loud. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. men will get ignorant with
Like,
you, so I say thank
you
you
bitch,
so
I
hard and
want to
loud.
you know what? They so
Soon
aggressive.
when they open that door, thank you so much, sir. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. God
Man,
bless
what you
you.
said?
Yeah.
But
Shit,
you
I'd
know
be
what? To a
like,
guy, to a guy that means something.
what
That
the hell
mean
you
that.
thanking him for?
But the thing is that to a guy that
Oh
does
Lord.
mean something when a woman say
I'm
when a
talking
man
about if
holds the
I'm by
door for open.
myself, because if I'm with
That's
my
what I'm
man,
saying.
he
When she
opening the
by
door for
herself and
me,
I be on the phone and she be like, thank you. I'm like, what the fuck you thanking him for?
so I don't get
But you
bumped
know what
beside my
though?
hand. We talked about that
But
last
I
week.
say,
Right,
I would say thank you to anybody that held the door open for me.
right.
You
Because they
supposed to
do
just
it.
stand there. He don't supposed to hold no door open to you. You got a whole man at home.
But he ain't with
Uh,
me.
uh, uh,
Thank
And
you,
you know how to
sir.
open the door and close the door by yourself.
No, I don't. Thank you. It just do something for a woman to walk through a door without having to touch it.
I guess.
I be feeling like the man when I walk through.
Hey,
Yeah, you gonna let us walk through the door without touching, ain't it?
now, hey, he opened that door for you. He gonna be want you to open your legs for him later.
Lord, you think everybody just easy. It's a
Hey,
difference between being easy and just a little friendly. It's a difference.
hey, don't no man want no friendly ass.
I said there's a difference.
Hey, shit, that's a
You
turn
want you
off.
talking about easy. See, you talking about easy.
Boy, I tell you. So what?
He
Like
ain't
you
got
say,
to
what's
put
the
in
difference?
no work, no effort, no nothing.
I mean,
That's easy.
and that's why I say the women who hold their hands out to guys, she don't want him. Because if it's somebody she won't, it don't take all that. It don't take all that.
Just the
So,
same way women should know that men make time for who they want to make time for.
But
He
see, it was
ain't
a joke on
busy.
TikTok where that man held that door open for that woman. She just said thank you. He grabbed her by her ponytail and snatched her back outside and walked in front of her.
Right. Like, bitch, you can't say thank you.
Thank
They
Yeah, but
you.
so
they,
aggressive.
but they, oh yeah. But
They
I
so
guess men,
aggressive.
I guess if you just do, if a
it,
man just doing it just to be chivalrous, the woman just saying thank you ain't no problem. But
yeah,
Being
you know,
polite.
and
Being
they
yeah, being
showed
polite.
me
polite.
last week. They showed me last week, George, that the guys are so aggressive out here now that you have to speak to them and all that, or don't say nothing to them. You know,
Right.
it's not like it. You can't say if they're such a beautiful young lady. You can't say, "Well, my husband tells me that all the time." That's making conversation. They say so. You just supposed to
But the
ignore them
women,
and keep walking.
the women are just as aggressive too. They really are. I can tell you from experience, they really are just as aggressive. So I get it. You know, but just try to be. Guess just try to be respectful. You know, the people when you out dealing with them. Because I'm
Yeah.
always
But
telling my sons, you
we
open the door for a
have
woman.
dissected that it's bullshit out here for both men and women on
Hmm.
both sides. And we can move on to another topic
So y'all got bullshit out there.
on both sides.
Right.
No, okay, okay. Now, if you could take any attributes from men of yesterday and put them into men of today, what's the difference? What would you grab from back then and add it to now?
That ingenuity. The see something that need to be done and do it and that
Mm.
that will figure that figure that creativeness that drive that dad and them had that my uncles them had that I'm gonna go out here and get it, not illegally, not busting nobody across their head to get it right.
Mm.
If I gotta go to school, if I gotta go to
By any
school to
means
get it,
necessary.
if I gotta go to work for somebody I don't like, if I gotta go be a what's that apprentice first, they went and did those things. They had that get up and go about them.
And men of
That's
today
what
put in
I
that
meant.
same situation, what do they do different?
I guess they lack the creativity.
You say you guess. You keep saying you guess, but you were standing on this what men
Ah,
yesterday did, but now you talk about
don't you be
I
trying to
guess.
dissect, analyze me. I'm just saying. I
But
don't know for
In
sure.
today's man, compared to your uncles and dad and them, they got up and went and got it. What are today's men doing?
Waiting on it to be
They
done. Waiting on the women to
scared.
get
Yeah,
pull
they
up with it.
scared.
She
They
where your head
scared of
was.
something. There's a fear of something there. Or is it they scared of failure or something? It's something there. It's a scariness or something
Is it
almost.
because some of the women now are so masculine that they feel like they don't have to do as much?
Could be possibly, yes. Like
I
I
don't think
said
a
to
woman
George,
being masculine should
I
stop you from
feel
being a
George
man.
when
At the
he
end of the day,
say,
you a man.
yeah, I feel George when he say we helped for men to not be so cheerful to us because we said we got it. We didn't let men be men. Hold the door for us. Take us. We didn't let them court us. We went straight. Let me stop. Anyway, so
Y'all going
yeah,
straight to the bed. You right.
Yeah, yeah,
Y'all
yeah.
going straight to the
yeah,
bed now.
That's what y'all do. Y'all give it up quick. Y'all just
right,
y'all
right.
ask for tuna fish sandwiches and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know,
Shit.
baby,
A bologna sandwich, too
baby.
much work to make a tuna sandwich. Just get a goddamn bologna sandwich and call it a day.
I'm finna say, cause my man
I
make a mean tuna fish.
I like my bologna fried hard with a little mustard. I
Man, for
mean, I
real
like
with
it
it.
hot.
AJ, you like it with a little burn on it?
On that crust.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
a
South
little
Memphis
mustard,
right there. That's how
a
I
little
gotta do
mustard.
mine.
And that's all you have to. That's all you have to get them back in the day. You get them in a sack, a little bologna sandwich. Sack. Now,
Well,
all you need
if
is a
we gonna
three point
compare,
five.
you actually
You need
going
a
in there
3.5
preparing
and a
that.
game. A game.
Ooh,
3.5 and a game
that's how
Cigarillo.
we get the men. Is that what you said? That's how you get the man.
Nah, that's
Right.
how the women coming. Y'all smoke more weed than men.
Mm.
Just
Mm.
get
Ain't nothing
just
wrong
get
with that.
you a 3.5
I ain't got no
and
problem with that.
goddamn cigarillo,
But
and,
ain't
and he
nobody
and
going
he
for a
and he and he
3.5,
tearing that
baby.
up, and y'all ain't known it but
Nah,
3 days.
I can buy my own
on 3.5.
3.5, and you better come with a brick.
For real.
No, you
Yeah, I can buy
did.
my own 3.5. I can buy my
You
own
know why?
brick. Shit.
You know why you can do that?
Don't
You know why?
play with me. Don't play with me, Black.
Because you got a man. But if you were single, all it
Shit,
takes
hey,
is a
D, D, I'm
3.5
telling you, I know some
and a
women don't need no
goddamn
man to get a 3.5.
cigarillo. 99 cent, two in a pack, cigarillo.
AJ, where you
Okay.
get a man?
It don't take much.
Right. That's what I'm gonna say. I ain't got no man. AJ is celibate, baby. Don't nobody want
Oh,
no
I thought
celibate
that was
woman.
Anthony talking. Okay, yeah. Okay.
I
Well,
hadn't
that's
said a
all it takes for
word.
you then, AJ. Shit, you
I
goddamn
hadn't said
3.5.
a
Right.
word.
I can buy my own 3.5, sir. You better have a brick.
I don't
You
know,
put the
AJ.
3.5
When you
on
start
AJ.
being able to
Apparently,
get
I fold over
3.5?
tuna fish.
Shit, a
Hey,
3.5 going for the 25, $20 nine.
Yep.
hey, AJ.
Man,
And we know
So,
DJ Black
And I'm gonna
don't
need you to
smoke.
make that make sense for me, please.
so AJ said if you come with a brick, you can stick.
Man, we just might can
man,
make
you ain't
some
gotta come with
business
no goddamn. But that's
decisions.
AJ we talking about. Come on now.
You got me so fucked up. If you ain't never had a bitch fucked up before, you got me fucked up.
You
Yes,
silly.
that part.
You
That part.
silly. You silly. You mad because I got your number.
I ain't mad because you ain't down about nothing. I'm over here and I got
Hey, it's
AJ.
all
Trust.
good where you came from, Africa. Don't get me wrong. I'm proud of you, but every now and then I'm gonna talk about your journey
But what's
Man,
to
it's
get
crazy
to
all
where
good. You
you
is
are.
can't make me
y'all
feel
make it about
bad.
how women
See,
fold,
you can't
men
make
fold for
me feel
less.
no type of shame either. I
You
hold no
shouldn't.
regrets for mine. You
You
feel me?
shouldn't.
So let me, like I told you
Hey,
before, it's a difference between friendly and easy. I ain't never been easy, my
Oh
guy.
my God. Oh my God. You never been what?
Men are
You
so
never
I
been
ain't
what?
never been
I'm
AJ?
telling
easy.
you. I'm telling you.
God damn it! You can't make this shit up.
I watch.
That's
I can
that's
tell
your
the difference.
all hell.
well, let me address Anthony's comment. Men don't care. You can be blind, crippled, crazy as long as it get wet, and you ain't even got to move. But women,
Ooh, that's
they look
awful.
they look at women as supposed to having standards and think that their body is a treasure. I'm just saying that's what society say.
Right. Yeah. And double standards are real, so we have to respect them. I don't hold the whole, oh, that's a double standard, because that's a real thing. Like, it is what it is.
Yeah,
But
it is what it is.
if we were to
At the
just
end of the
talk about it,
day, and
I feel like, yeah, y'all are still hoes, y'all are still easy, y'all are fold, like he said, cripple crazy behind, looking like a raccoon. That's crazy. And y'all mad
Not
because I
me.
folded over a 3.5.
Yeah, I mean, and sometimes some of y'all
it's
done been to
it's
raccoons
not
every now and then. But what I'm
mine,
saying
but
is,
that's too easy.
Way too easy.
so you have to look at it. Well,
Like, I ain't even, like, God
who's
rest
been
they
eating?
soul. I watched serial killer documentaries, and that woman, I can't think of her name, that prostitute was killing them men, was knocking them off. Cause
Eileen
y'all fold
Wuornos.
easy like that.
Yep.
Yes.
Y'all go to women houses. Y'all don't care who there, who not
Women,
there.
women, women do too.
Not
Women,
now, no. I feel like women are a little bit more skeptical.
no, they not. They don't care no more.
That's crazy. All this stuff going
Yeah,
on. I just can't just hop
too
up and
much.
go in no man's house.
I don't want to go to your
But you
house
know
no
what
way.
though? But
I don't
you,
care what kind of house it is. I
but
don't want to go to your house no way.
I'm gonna tell you
Yeah.
something. No, I'm telling you something, Austin. You were exactly right. Cause I'm just thinking about my past 2 years. Yeah, they will show pull up in your crib within 20 minutes. I done had it
You know
happen.
what though? That's what
But if
what
y'all
should
letting
make people
raccoons in y'all
stop.
crib, y'all playing a dangerous game too.
Right.
So what?
You playing a dangerous game too. You don't know if you can set up. Y'all play a dangerous game too with y'all lives.
Exactly.
Yeah,
People,
that's true.
and it just those
Yeah,
are the
I
point. People
mean,
will do it. People
playing
will
with
do it.
people's feelings today is not the thing to do.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
And going to their houses ain't either.
Mm-mm. Nope.
That ain't never been the thing to do, baby. The
That's
Netflix
what
and
they
chill
doing now.
been bullshit. Netflix and chill been bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Been
I'm
what?
talking about being.
Bullshit.
Cause
Yeah,
fool with me,
everybody know what they mean. Everybody know what they
we gonna
mean.
watch this whole movie and I'm gonna laugh. And where your popcorn at? Cause I don't know what you thought this was gonna be. Where I ain't never seen this movie. Turn it up. You talking too much. Why is your hand on my leg? Turn the
Hey,
TV
Right.
you
up.
got one time to do that. That's a wrap.
You in his territory. He got control of
Okay.
the atmosphere, the
That's too
environment,
much.
the locks on the doors and everything.
I watch too much. I watch too much Dateline. I watch too much Forensic Files. I watch too
Right.
much of that.
Yeah, but us
I'm
men, we
clutching
out.
the entire time I'm there. I'm not playing. In my
But us
pocket, in my
men
purse,
now,
I'm clutching something.
us brothers, we still gotta watch Snap too, cause y'all just
I
as
done
close
been
to
in.
us.
I ain't got to watch a damn thing.
And
I
that's
done been in
me.
a
That's me.
position where
I
a
have
nigga
tendency to
told
snap.
me, nigga locked the doors and said we couldn't leave that motherfucker. We were gonna fuck a fight. So I done been in that position.
See, that's horrible.
You
And
Yeah.
see what I'm
and
saying?
you gave
So no,
and you probably fucking so good. Oh my god.
no, I'd rather be a rape victim and go
Then
or
a
a
murder
murder
victim,
victim.
yeah.
Yeah, and so that you do what you have to do to
You
survive in
do.
that instance.
Right.
Absolutely.
So you gave it to
But
him? You gave it up?
no, it actually wasn't even my guy. I was with my friend and her boyfriend, and I was a third wheel with another fourth wheel, and I was just there just to be there. And I wasn't even supposed to be there. Lord knows I wasn't
Did you
supposed to
get
be
a
there.
cat up?
No, I did not. But I did pay him money to take me home. I paid him. I paid him to take me home. True
Good.
story. I paid him.
That's still a
I
I thought
that's
paid
you
him
still
was
to
a
gonna
take
say
me
sexual
you ain't get a
home.
cat. I
situation.
thought you was gonna say you ain't get a cat up, but you sure blowed him down.
Hell no. Caps
So you
cost
mean
money
tell
too.
me
You think I'm gonna give out free cap like a free pussy? All that's free. Ain't none of that free.
A bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit. A bullshit.
Ain't none of that free. Fuck is wrong
come
with
on, man.
y'all?
A situation where you had to fuck a fight,
That's some crazy ass
you gave that
options.
ass up because you
No,
ain't
I
gonna
didn't
fight.
give it up. I'm gonna stall you out, Debo. We're gonna stall you out. I'm gonna try to stall you out as long as I can, talk as much as I can. Man, I just gonna pay you to take me home, man.
Yeah, cause the vibe, yeah, it's all about
You know.
finesse. It's
Cause
all about
see,
finesse too, yeah.
man, $20 was a lot back in 1998.
You say what? $20?
$20.
So that's all it took.
That's all it took because he wasn't nothing but a bum ass, good ass, nothing ass nigga. No way
So
to
he
do
gave you
some shit like
$20 and
that
he was able to
anyway.
get satisfied for $20.
I said I
He took
gave
her
him
home.
$20 to take me home. You ain't gonna play semantics
I'm
with my
trying to
words
figure it
to try
out.
to trip me up.
I'm
I'm
trying to
telling a
figure it
true
out.
story. I ain't making that up. That's a true story.
That goddamn AJ.
Actually, I thought you was gonna say, "Well, put your hands up then," because you look like you'll fight.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna get your DNA under my fingernails or something. I'm
That
going
hello,
no,
I'm telling you, Dateline, I watch all that.
I'm
So
gonna
I
fight.
don't think I can whoop no man, but you're gonna be bleeding so hard in that house, they're gonna have you picked out by tomorrow.
Right.
They gonna
And
say
if I got
it's
to
about two
that's
different people blood in this
Lord,
house.
See, that's why that's why I can look back on my life, hold no regrets. That's one. But also two, thank God for where he brought me from. It's been plenty of time where I should have probably been gone and God spared me. So ain't no sense to me playing with God like I've been playing with him. So man, y'all playing it right, y'all. I ain't gotta lie about that. That's a true story.
And
Let me ask
Anthony,
you this, then, AJ. Since
I
you,
seen you bite a turkey leg, so I know you bite the hell out of somebody.
You
Man.
hey,
by the plug
but
in
since
your ass. He ain't lying. I don't play. I'll bite the shit out of you. Don't If we go, cause I don't feel like I could whoop a man. That's the thing. I don't feel like I
Right,
could whoop no man. That's
right,
true story. But when you by the time you done kill me, you be like, fuck, I should have left that bitch alone. Like, cause
right.
yeah,
Cause
you
she
done
you
done
did
wear him
scratched
out,
me, she done bit me, she done did everything. She got
yeah, I
my
keep
DNA under her fingernails,
my
all that.
DNA all over this house. We done
And
went from the
All
Anthony,
front to
that.
the living room.
Anthony
It
used to
took
be
us to get
gangster.
from front to the living room to the kitchen to the bed. I done had to take this hoe all around the house before I killed her.
Yeah, Anthony used to
Right.
wear carry blades and everything.
Still do.
all right.
No shade.
Let me ask AJ this.
Don't
AJ,
ever get it fucked up like AJ said.
AJ,
Uh-huh.
since you been out
You
there,
right.
since you out there, you've been out there. You prefer dealing with traditional men or these modern day men? Which one you have more success with?
I don't know, cause I'm not really dealing with no modern day man. I like old men. Now I used to date people younger than me back in the day. But it was just sex mostly. So, it wasn't nothing I was trying to build with them because for one, we weren't on the same level. We wasn't aligned. It's like now, a 30-year-old. I'm on TikTok the other night, 30-year-old. Oh, baby, y'all, there ain't nowhere in the world. First of all, you need to go on, find your woman, have you some kids. Do that. You know, I'm not the one for you. I'm shut down over here. You know. I'm her. I was gone on and let you set you free, my dear. So I don't know about these modern day men because I'm setting them free. I'm telling them off the rip, from the gate, off from go. I'm celibate. Ain't no fucking going on. Okay. And so if they choose to stay, they stay. If they don't, they don't. And so far ain't nobody chose to stay. So I'm good with that too. I'm good with that. I got to be. But see, before I even put myself out there for that type of rejection, I had to get myself okay with it, with being content with being my own self company and keeping myself occupied or whatever the case may be. Not, being sitting up there. I'm good, you know. So yeah, I just tell people I'm more intentional. I'm more intentional, and I'm more upfront now than I was back then. I used to be quiet, believe it or not, and shy.
You played
Could you
that shy
believe that?
role.
Could you believe it? It wasn't a role. It was actually my personality. But I grew the fuck up because I got tired of people running over me. Like I was a rug and I was too nice. I'm still too nice, right? Because I give people one chance than I probably should. But at the same time, though, when I'm done, I'm done. When it's a done deal, it's a done deal. Because I know I didn't gave you more chances than I should have. So, but I used to be less vocal, keeping my feelings to myself. Now I'm just growing. I done grow it up into my own. And if you don't like it, this is me. This is who I am. I know
That's
what
what's up.
compromise looks like. You know, I don't have an issue with that. I don't have an issue with being submissive, but it ain't gonna be to local joker. It's gonna be to the right man.
So with the modern day guys, do you think the right man? Yeah.
It's
You say you
possible.
would have to date old school. You say.
But I would prefer old school though. But like I said, if I've dated people younger than me, and some of these guys younger than me, they really have their heads on. They're really ambitious, career oriented, goal minded, all that, right? and they, know what they want, and they with intention. Okay, you get more from a 35-year-old than you will a 55-year-old, as far as playing that game that like the people like to play. But then eventually, I just feel like he's gonna want children or things of that nature that AJ ain't doing over here no more.
You still able though? You said at one time, right?
That's what I said. He gonna have to wait till menopause.
Okay, so what a lot of people don't understand is men in our age group, I always say that they're fatherless. And it doesn't mean you don't have a father there. It's just that this is the first generation where you might have to be liked in order to get a woman and have her stay married to you. See, my mother and my grandmothers didn't have that option. That man did not have to be liked. He did not have to communicate. He did not have to make the home peaceful. He didn't have to do any of these things. He went to work.
Mm-hmm.
And that was his right to continue his his reign of assholeness, you know? But these men today, you have to talk. You got to communicate. You cannot rule with an iron fist. You cannot manipulate. You cannot control, because that woman not only has just as many resources as you do, but she might got more.
I mean, it's true. Women are making more than men. Black women are making more than black men.
I agree with that as well, but
in some
the
cases.
whole ruling with the iron fist is where the issue comes into play
Yeah.
in anyway, because
Right.
I
I
feel
can't
like
live in no monarch.
right.
What is it's called when
You
it's
was
just
right.
one
I think
ruler?
monarchy.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
can't
no
live like
situation
that.
like that, because, and I feel like a lot. I think that's back to the main topic. I think that's where things have changed for men, because they used to seeing how Papa used to run the house, Daddy used to
Yeah.
run the house. When
My
he
way or
said when,
the
my
highway.
way or the highway, and guess what? Mama shut her ass up. She went in that kitchen, cooked our food. She
And
sat
got
at the
in
table.
line.
As
She
she
served
should.
him first. She
As
served
she
us
should.
second. Oh, okay.
Got in line. Yeah, I'm gonna
We
do
gonna
that.
let him
Look,
hot ride, baby, because I
but
seen
when
your
them
wife in the
kids go to
we seen
sleep,
your wife in the
oh
comments
man,
last week
Herbert,
regulating. I
you
seen your
wait till
wife
them
in the
kids
comments
go to
last week
sleep.
regulating, DJ Black. So
You wait till
we know you just talking.
As
you
she
wait till them
should.
I saw
kids
your
go to
wife in the
sleep.
comments gathering you all the way together.
As she
Right.
should.
And that's how it's
Because
supposed to
at the end of
be.
the day, that's all I'm gonna say.
Exactly. That's what I actually love about a man that let his woman, not, I wouldn't even say run him, because I don't mean run him in the ground. Like, it's a running, and it's a situation where you like, okay, you dogging that man out. I love when a man let his wife, okay, honey. I love a okay, honey. Like, I sure, honey. Okay,
No,
honey.
look,
Yeah.
a happy wife, a happy life, man.
That's a lot.
Yes,
Oh,
very
nope,
much so.
that's a lie.
A
That's a
I'm
lie.
happy
not talking about to
spouse,
the point where
happy
it's
house. It ain't no happy wife, happy life shit. No. It's happy spouse, happy house.
A
And
happy you, a
okay,
at
happy
the end
okay.
of
me,
the day,
a
AJ,
happy me.
okay.
wifey do her thing, but at the end of the day, that's
Okay.
all I'm gonna say.
I'm sure it is. I'm sure it
Happy
is.
you, happy me equals a happy we.
I'm
And
sure
we
it
beat
is,
on our
Austin.
kiss and call it King Kong. All right. Next,
So what you
next,
trying to say? You got hair on your chest?
and we
That
beat
what
on
she
our
say.
chest and call us King Kong.
That what she
Period.
say.
Mm-hmm.
I hate when I see older generations talking about, oh, how y'all generation, y'all don't want to do this. We did this, X, Y, and Z. It's like, bro, years ago, you could work at a factory, make $40,000 a year, and feed a family of 5.
Yes.
If you do that today, bro, you're pretty much homeless, bro. You can't really afford to make $12, $13 an hour these days. You can't do it. I understand many people frustrations when they in those positions and they like losing it mentally, because the cost of living today for everything is so high. So if you have a job that's paying you under 20, under $15 an hour, you gonna go to phases mentally where you be like, yo, I'm going crazy. Like, I can't do this no more. But a lot of older people, they like don't really understand it. Like, I heard a story about a dude. He said how his grandfather worked at McDonald's, had 6 kids, wife didn't work, and fed the whole family. Right. And I'm like, yo, how? That's impossible today, bro. So I definitely have a lot of empathy for people these days when I hear their situations like that, because I know, like, yo, you've got to figure something out because the cost of living is just way too high. It will make you go crazy.
Exactly.
If you're not making a lot of money.
I
And
love his example. I love it. Because here's the
yeah,
thing,
but
if
when
your
he
kids
said,
like McDonald's, you better go get that job at McDonald's, and every night, hell yeah, you could feed a family off of McDonald's because
that I
McDonald's
just
gonna come
gonna
up
say, talking
short.
about he didn't see how hell they
McDonald's coming up short every night.
shit, are he getting the
McDonald's gonna
leftover
feed us.
food?
Right.
But see,
So I mean, that's a man that I'd rather get a man that say, you know what, I may be a white collar 6-figure brother, but I can't get no job right now, and I'm gonna go and work at this McDonald's because some money better than no money.
And put that pride to the side.
I pay 80% of his bill. He keep working at McDonald's. I got you, baby. I'm gonna retire you from that McDonald's, boo. We gonna own you some.
If y'all shacking,
even if we shacking, baby.
Then he gonna
But,
come back up
see,
and leave
I'm
for
more
a white
business
one.
oriented. I'd rather marry
Now, if
for
we shacking,
business
you gonna
right
have to
now.
move from
I'd
McDonald's
rather
to
for
Chipotle.
business.
That pay
I
a
ain't
little
trying to
high.
be in love. I'm too old for love. It's business at my age.
Damn, how
It's
old are you?
business.
Okay.
yeah,
I'm
she's
marrying for
great.
business.
No, I think you saying you
AJ
in it
maybe
for
that's
business
why.
because you feel like it ain't nobody that's gonna love your ass. Hold on a minute.
That whole idea comes from men not being as manly as they were back in the days. Like, you can't build a house, you can't change a tire, you can't do all these things.
A carpenter, a mechanic. Like, what the
A lot of guys these days don't have no trades. Like, they can't do shit with their
because that's an
hands.
actual trade that people go to school to learn. Back in the day, that's something you had to learn.
You need to learn it right now too.
No, I don't. 411 is on speed dial. What you?
That's the thing.
Men could push back and say, well, women don't do the same things. Y'all don't cook, y'all don't
Yes, we
clean.
do. Well, I see all the girls on TikTok
Y'all
cooking.
Uber Eats
I'm
account
sorry.
be on
I
the
see everybody
negatives.
cooking. Like, watch me cook for my man. Part 3. I see the girls do everything. So
They be
I'm
ordering that shit from
confused.
Uber Eats, putting it on a plate.
All right, if I do that, so what? I mean,
I got 2 comments. I got your back, AJ. We're gonna talk about how you tried to do that to AJ, then put that video up. When I
He
feel
slick
like
with it. He
like
slick with it.
right now, even if AJ, and I don't know AJ's age, she said at my age right now, I am dating for business.
62.
At this age, I feel like AJ has probably established her home. Yeah, established her lifestyle. You need to be coming to me with your stuff, not coming and trying to feed off of mine. And you need to be adding to or pushing forward. You need to be adding to or building, not coming to
Right.
me and we trying to build and struggle together. We too old for to be struggling together. I'm already established. So are you real? Are you adding an addition? Because if you subtract and I gotta help, that's too much. That's
What
not,
if she not established?
Even if I'm not established, right? You go through phases of life where you may be a little bit more established than others in life. There's ebbs and flows, right, of life. So even with that, if I'm in a valley, I'm still me. I'm still established. You
Hello.
still can't come to me. You still can't come to me with less than you can't. What I require. You still can't come in like we're not playing that game. I don't give a fuck if I'm in the valley.
You sound like you in a goddamn valley too.
I am.
Whatever
I'm in
he
the
coming
trenches
with,
right now.
whatever he coming with,
AJ
he needs to
crazy
be
tonight. I need
adding
AJ. That's the smoking AJ right there.
I
Yeah, I see
finna
the
smoke
smoke come
on
to my
you.
goddamn phone.
And then back to that video.
Got to.
Back to that video you just posted. That's why I be feeling like, and it's not even the double standards, it's the men. This is what we talking about back in the day of today. Men, like she's saying men are carpenters. I ain't sweating it because he was saying 411. We got task rabbit, all that. We got people that do that. Change tires and all that. Change tires is a requirement for me because I can't change a tire. I understand that. But when he turned around and tried to flip the card on her and say women don't cook, she said women are cooking. He said, no, y'all Uber eating it. It just be like a whole tit for tat thing. You okay with not being a carpenter? You're okay with not being able to change a tire? You can call people to
Oh,
do that.
mechanic.
You okay with not being that? But I'm
You not
telling
a
you,
plumber.
yes, I'm telling you, I know how to cook and provide a meal for my man. You gonna turn around and tell me, nah, you Uber eating it. Huh? It be
Well,
that. Are we in a
And
competition?
and, and,
Because
and
I
and
did
then
notice.
what?
I
So
did
what
notice that.
man? Why do
because
men
you
always want to eat at a woman like that? It's almost like this
yes.
underlying root of. Do you really like women, nigga?
Thank you. It's a
Now,
competition because the woman said she said you don't
You
know how to
got
do this. He
mother
said
issues.
we got people that know how to do that, and she was like, okay, cool.
No,
And she
so
said, but women know how to cook. He turned around and said, oh, now y'all Uber eating it. It was just like what? That was weird.
nope, you missed the point. You missed the point. What he was saying was that
We
women
ain't
don't
really
do
cook.
what they used to do either.
No,
He
no,
said
no. She
no,
said she did. He said, y'all don't
and
cook, y'all don't
then
clean. She said, women are cooking. It's all over TikTok. Women are cooking. I'm talking about greens, meatloaf.
on
We talking about full plates. He
on
said, no, y'all
TikTok.
not doing that.
Did you just hear what you said on TikTok? He talking about for the house. He said women are cooking on TikTok, so they're cooking for clicks. They're not
no,
cooking. That doesn't
but I
necessarily mean
think
they're
what
cooking
she's
for themselves.
saying
I
is
don't care if I
the
cook once
younger
a week for
generation,
content. You ate it.
the
And
men
guess
of
what?
You
They
ate
don't
it.
get
today, the
paid
men of
nowadays.
today is going tit for tat with a woman. Is what
They
I think she's trying to get
is.
out of it.
I cannot.
Whereas
That's
men of
exactly what
the
I'm saying.
older guys was just like, it is what it is. Woman, do you? I'm doing me. Today, the younger guy gonna sit up and actually try to debate with her on who the laziest,
I
And
cannot
comfort
stand a
and
man that want to
compete.
go tit for
and they
tat with a
proud of it.
woman. At the end of the day, just be the man. It's not. It's not.
Yeah,
It's not a
he don't want to. He don't know how
competition.
to change a tire. He can call
Or that
AAA.
that underhanded backhanded insult. You ain't really
Yes.
insulting me, but you insulted me.
Well, I
Because
mean
I'm okay with
they were
even if you
having a
don't know,
debate.
I'm okay with I'm not a carpenter, but guess what? I know how to get a carpenter over here. I'm okay with that.
Either
I'm
you
okay
gonna
with
do it
that.
yourself or have the money to pay somebody else to
Right,
do
right.
Yes, I'm
And
a
that
okay
and
with
that's
that.
kind of
But
where
so that means if I don't know how to cook, but I know how to get a caterer, you should be cool with that.
it. But men back in the day, they used to, if they didn't know how to do something and something broke, they would go in there and tinker with it till they got it done. They got it fixed. They
Okay.
would learn how to fix it.
No, they
and that's
would.
what I
They
do now.
call
I go to
it
YouTube.
trade
YouTube, my
shade
best teacher.
mechanic. They'll go to a shade tree mechanic. Be like, say man.
Hello,
I
a
ain't gonna lie.
crackhead, a crackhead.
If I wanna, I like to do hair. All
It's a
right. If
crackhead know how
I
to
need
put
to, if
Christmas
it's
lights
a
up.
new little style I want to try on something, and I YouTube got it, I'm gonna go to YouTube before I go pay somebody to do it for me because I know how to. If I know how to do braids and it's a new style of braid, I basically know the basic of a braid and how to do a braid and feeding and all that. And then it's a new style come out. I'm not gonna go pay somebody to do something I could probably if I kept trying and kept figuring it out, I could do myself. But now the new generation don't think that way. But I blame us because we spoiled them. We didn't never have to, we didn't make them go and figure it out. We figured it out for them. And we still do spoil our kids that way. We figure it out for them. We try to protect them and pad them from the things that they need to learn that's really gonna shape them for life. I'm saying that because I did that. And I see that in my grown spoiled ass kids. You see what I'm saying? So now I've learned.
Well, I'm gonna let you and the women close it out. I'm quite sure they got a lot more to say.
Oh, look at
No, we got
see that's
boy,
that
you
that's
crazy. We
the
got
that's
about
that.
30 more minutes before we shut it down.
Yeah, I'm quite sure they're gonna try to talk. They're gonna try to talk that whole. They're gonna try to double team you now, but I know
Oh
you can
no,
handle it.
they are. I think they know who double team who not. I think
Yeah,
y'all in a good place right now.
I feel like me
yeah,
and
yeah.
AJ really held this down. We were outnumbered at first by a lot.
I'm always outnumbered. This is the She Man Women
Anthony,
Hater Club.
Anthony, we barely heard what you said. But
Because we
anyway,
tell the
I
truth.
now I know that's a lie. I know
well,
that's a lie.
well, all right, then. All right, then. Black, hold it down.
All
Good
right,
night,
man. Appreciate it.
Austin.
Y'all later.
Give your last thoughts on the difference in the men today versus men of yesterday.
Final thoughts.
Main
Men,
thought.
men can't be the men that they were yesterday because the women aren't the women they used to be yesterday. Women,
There you
women
go.
aren't women aren't keeping the home the way that they used to, and men aren't maintaining a home the way that they used to. So, and we have to look at, does today's standards and society and job market and environment allow them to do it? So it may not be that they're not the same. It's just that things had to change, so people had to adapt.
All right, that makes sense. You gave me another thought. All right, that's what's up, man. Holla at me.
Peace.
All right, Austin. Peace out.
Peace.
Night, Austin.
Good night.
So that's the main thing. Like he said, it's the fact that women are working. They're making more money, as AJ said. They so that way the men felt like, well, hell, since they out there making all this money and they educated now, that why should we have to take on all the bills? Why should we? It's their turn. Because I got a partner of mine that actually, he made good money, but his wife is a travel nurse. And well, she's a travel nurse. He married her because she was a nurse and her mom passed and left her this nice home. And we was wondering why all of a sudden he jumped up wanting to get married. And we was like, damn, dude, you finna marry her? He was like, yeah. He said, women been marrying guys for stability and money all the time. Why can't we do it? And that was one of the trends was seeing men, the roles flipping.
Where are they marrying her for stability? Is he cooking and cleaning? Is he fully switching gender roles? Fully.
No, he still work. He make his money. But he married her because she made a little bit more money than him, and she inherited the house.
Well, she like it. I love it.
Yeah. So that's when I kind of seen the
Does she
role
know that's why he
change.
married her?
Yeah, that's what he said.
She knows that. That's why.
But she was one
And
of
they
them.
still married.
Yeah.
Okay.
She was one
But
of them
that's lucky for
toxic.
them.
It was a toxic relationship where she was always catching him cheating and no trust, and it was a whole bunch of.
And he's still cheating, honey.
She obsessed with him, so they stayed together, and
yeah, well,
he wanted
marriage
to
don't
marry
change
him.
that.
Yeah, so that's what they're into. So,
Marriage
but the fact that
don't change that.
he admitted to marrying her because the house and her occupation. That was the first time I ever heard that being done, and that was probably about 15 years now or more.
Well, it defeats my purpose of my argument, whatever I'm going to say, because the way I feel about relationships today, if you guys are happy, then we're in the money. Y'all, that's not happiness. They're not happy, so I can't
They're not.
discuss on what they dealing with one another, because if you two are happy,
Right.
I work hard, I'm the traveling nurse, you work, you take care of stuff in certain aspects of the house and this and that,
Right.
but we are happy people in a happy relationship. Okay, cool.
Yeah, they got a lot of trust issues
That's
eating
not
them
making
up.
sense.
Yeah, they got a lot of trust issues eating them up, and but watching them too is why I was so hard coming into my relationships, because I did not want that, and that's why I say I can't marry for business. Like AJ said she could do, I couldn't do that because I like being happy. I like feeling free. I like being, I just couldn't do I'm with you because I'm stuck to you because of money or what we got going on.
But I don't
I'd
think
rather
AJ was
lose
saying that. I
everything
think
and
what
get it
AJ was
out the
truly
mud by
saying is,
myself.
what's love got to do with it? I feel
To
like that
me,
was AJ's
to certain people,
main
Don't
point in
get
that
me wrong.
statement.
I love love. I am a lover of love. I am a hopeless
Yes,
romantic, like a
but don't come
penny
over
with a
here
hole in it.
with empty pockets, baby.
I understand that when it
But
comes
love
to,
ain't never paid a bill.
I understand that when it comes, well, if y'all sexing a guy to get your bills paid and move in with him, the deal is this. I get it when it's coming from a woman's perspective, because that's what you all do. But as a man who has his own, and always got his own, I don't see being in a relationship with a woman to maintain what I have. I'll feel less than a man. I'll feel like a bitch, personally. So I would never be in a relationship just so I could maintain what I have. That's shit bitches did. That's so I couldn't do that as a man. So I get women saying that. And there are several men now that's marrying because they want to live a certain lifestyle, drive a certain vehicle, live in a certain type of house, and they need a woman to help them maintain that, to look the part. But I'm not him. I'm gonna maintain what I maintain on my own and call it a day. I'm
And the
not gonna be
same way,
dependent
and the
on no
same way
woman.
women are put up with men and their bullshit. Men are
Right,
put up with a woman and her bullshit just because she maintains his status quo.
right. And more like my mom used to say, more power to him. I can't do it. I don't knock what the next man can do, but I can't do that. I'll never be in no relationship for no goddamn stability or business, none of that shit. I have to get some type of emotional feeling out of it. I have to want to be in it because I'm not struggling financially, so that's not nothing I
I
need.
want the emotional connection as well, but I ain't got time to build a bear. I ain't got time to build a man.
I know that's right.
Yeah,
And that's
and
what
and
AJ is
and,
saying.
and like I
Don't
said,
come
I get
over
it when
here
it comes to
struggling.
women.
You were saying I'm not going nowhere struggling. That's what AJ is saying. Don't come over here struggling.
I'm not gonna come to you struggling. And if I do, let's say we struggle together, right? Okay, that's different. We struggling together. We in this together. We struggling right now. We gotta dig in. Now we gotta dig in and get up out this hole that we in. And if I don't see him digging, oh no, we got a problem, sir. Houston, we got a problem.
Yes. And I feel and I understand that completely because we didn't come together struggling, but you got into a car wreck. Something done happened. You didn't come over here struggling. You didn't come over
Yeah.
here in my pockets.
And we struggling right now. And but we both know we got to dig in so that we can get up out this hole. And if I
Mm-hmm.
feel like I look around and I'm digging and sweating and out of breath, and nigga, you on a smoke break, we got a problem.
Like I said, I understand it coming from a woman. Hold on, let's see.
Would you tell me, please, who is the boss of your house? I'm the boss. What do you think? You're his wife, are you?
Come on, what do you say?
I said, who is the boss? Who is the boss?
My husband.
What is your nationality? Greek. I'm Greek. Is it always that way in Greek households? The husband is the boss? Yes. Don't the women, the wives, have anything to say about it?
No.
Say you had a man and he said, hey, when you go to escape, I would like you to dress modestly. What would you say to that?
Sorry, honey, we're breaking up.
Same.
No man is ever gonna tell me what to do, how to dress, how to talk, nothing.
So
See the
that's what
difference.
that
The
goes back to
difference.
what Austin said too. Now that women doing their own thing, making their own money, that's the attitudes that a lot of them have. But
But
that
I feel
Greek,
like even back then, women should have kind of had a little bit of that attitude because that's the difference too. Those are two different videos. Them women aren't married in the right with the red on, then that's going out. Those women weren't married. That other video, that woman was married. She had a husband and they had an understanding. Those women
Right.
to the right are talking about their boyfriends who can come or go. They're
Right.
okay.
not talking about their
So
husbands.
man of the house is your man of the house.
Yes,
Okay, and you
Why
you
wouldn't he
you
be?
and you're submissive.
I believe I am.
Okay,
I believe I am, but then again, see that's the thing. We're not talking about 1967. That was in black and white to the left, and the right
right,
was in full color. We're talking about two
right.
totally different lifestyles. We hold conversations now. She don't even the woman to the left don't even seem like a
She got
conversation
a
is being
voice.
had.
She ain't got a voice on the left.
Yes, it don't even seem like a
As she
conversation was
shouldn't.
being
And then
had.
on the right, they got too much of a voice. It ain't no
Too
middle.
much. A conversation not being had on either side. On the left or the right, a conversation is not being had. If my outfit If me and my man going out and my outfit is giving a little too much, because once upon a time I was a hot girl.
Mm-hmm.
So if my outfit and he say, damn, okay, can we not show the ass cheeks tonight? Like what? You don't have nothing
Can you
else?
not show your boobs tonight?
Yeah. And now, yeah, I'll say, okay, cool. Well, my bra is a push up. I could change the
And
top, but
I
a little
mean, but that's
cleavage is
how my
gonna
shirt
show.
made. I put a little pin, and that's
Yeah,
it.
my
That's
a
all.
little cleavage is gonna show because I have a push up bra on, this and that, but I
And I
won't
got big
wear.
titties.
Yeah. So something is gonna show, but I'm not gonna be too flashy about it.
Right.
We can
I
hold
put a
a
pin in it.
conversation. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
We can agree to or disagree. You can't go in there, oh, you ain't take that shit off. Cause that'll make my whole head spin. Cause like, why are you
That'll
talking
be
to me
like,
like that?
take who off?
Yeah, you don't have to
Now
talk to
you
me
should have
like
known
that.
not to put it on. And the way I look at that too, when y'all getting
Everybody needs a little correction. That's why I'm saying I could take some correction because once upon a time I did think wearing this was okay, but now I got a
And
man
it
and he don't
was when
like
I was
that.
single, you know.
Yes. So
Okay,
if you
that's gonna
tell
be one
me,
of my
okay, I
topics
don't
too.
like
Women
that,
dress
I can
different when
say
they're
it again.
single versus in a committed or married relationship. But a lot of women say that that shouldn't matter because they bought the outfit, um, they with the man, so it shouldn't matter what they wear.
But communication is key. It's truly the way you talk to a person.
Because
It's truly
some
the
men
way
love for their women to come out with their ass cheeks out and they boob. They want men to gawk at their woman because they
they
want
do.
men to see what they got.
Yeah,
They got a
that was cool
trophy.
back in the gap, but now with all the drugs and shit, the men are very disrespectful now too.
Because I could definitely and what's funny, when I'm going out with just me and my girls, I know damn I can't wear the one with my ass out. But when I go out with my man, I can wear the one with my ass out. He don't say nothing. If we're going out together, I'm you with me. Oh, you going out with just your girls and your ass is out? They might be like, oh no, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute.
But like
But
I
when
said,
you be with
it goes both. It goes both ways, and it's getting kind of crazy a little bit now, even with the couples that go out together. If you wearing too much with the guys, wearing too little around the guys that's drinking, smoking, popping pills, or whatever they're doing, you go to the bar to get something, he might say something to you like, "Damn," and now he looking at you. Now your man got to fight to
I
defend you.
gotta fight
You know what
every
I'm
day
saying?
to prove my love.
I know.
So that's I think about that one time too. But that certain things you guys can wear and guys don't respect. Like back in the gap, we'll look at your finger and see a ring on there. So let's just say you going out with the girls and you don't want nobody to say nothing to you. So you would go and get a ring from JC Penney somewhere, just
Done.
a ring to put on your hand and make it look like you married, even though you're not. Because
Mm-hmm.
guys used to see those rings and be like, damn, man, I
It
saw
used to
one,
be
man,
a
she got a
thought.
ring on her. Now they don't give a shit. You know what I'm
You
saying?
can tell
So
them. You can tell them I'm gay. These girls I'm with. This ain't my girlfriend. Girl, this my girlfriend I'm with.
yeah,
And they'll still be like, "What y'all gonna do later?"
just like Anthony said last week, she said he'll say, "Do your man allow you to have friends?"
They're tired.
Yeah.
I'm telling
And
you.
so they don't respect the relationship anymore. So eventually, you, even though you with your man and you able to wear skimpy clothes and the new sexy, which is barely wearing anything, you can put him in a predicament where now he got to fight this guy, and then they don't fight now; they have guns. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
it just depends on where you're going and what you're doing. I wouldn't wear nothing that revealing, even if you with your husband in the hood at a restaurant downtown in the hood, even though it may be a nice restaurant, but it's in the hood area. It's just not wise these days to do that. But
yeah.
because people don't respect people the way they used to, women don't respect women the way they used to either.
Yeah.
You can introduce your man and that helper be trying to bend over, act like she didn't drop something so he can see her ass. I mean, I see it
Yeah.
all the time.
Sit there
So
with her legs open in front of them.
yeah, our talk stuff like sucking and say vulgar stuff that she think he would be
Yeah.
interested in.
And that's when you
Yeah.
cut
Girl,
that
you
bitch
just
off.
don't know that boy, that
You
man
cut
over
that
there make
type
me
of
want to
friend off
just suck him
immediately.
all the way
You
down like
waste
a
no
pistol. He
time.
made my throat tickle.
You waste no
and
time
saying
cutting
that
that bitch
around your
off.
man and hoping that your man will be like, damn,
But see,
maybe I can slip over
it's
there
always the
and
company you keep. It's always the company you
Yeah.
keep it. Like you said, in certain parts of the hood, like one thing about it, before I met my man, I club. I'm talking about ladies' night. We in that thing like we clubbing every weekend. He don't club, so we had to come to a compromise. I'm like, okay, so let's do lounges. I need to still hear some music. I still need to be able to get some drinks. Let's do bars. We ain't got a club, but let's do some. I want to do something to that nature.
Yeah.
Let's do
All the
grown folk
Mexican
stuff.
restaurants is a club nowadays.
Yes, let's do grown folks stuff where there's still a little lounging going on. There's still loud music playing. We can eat if we want to and get a good drink, but we ain't got to be at no club popping da da da. So we compromise on that end, and it's
nope.
always the company you keep. I don't have friends. You cut them type of friends off. I'm talking about cut the snake head in the middle of the body and the head, because when you cut a snake head off, the body still move. You kill it right at the door. You don't play games with stuff like that. I've never had friends. I can thank God for that. Me and my friends who we've had falling outs just because of life and life changes. We've never had. I've
Go
never had a
behind my
friend around a
friend with her
man.
man.
Yeah,
Ooh.
no, because that
Well,
type of shit,
well, one thing about it,
we'll end up hurting each other. Because betrayal is certain things. That's
Yeah, I
betrayal.
can't deal with it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not a loose goose hoe at the club who see your
Nah.
man. This is your friend we talking about.
Right.
Yeah,
Who know
that
that's your
so
man?
well,
so
As
some
far as
type of
I'm
shit like that.
concerned, he tainted goods, baby. He spoiled. Ew.
Yeah.
well, I got we got Spotify on the TV, and I got some blinking lights in here that I DJ with. We got drinks. I make my own martinis, my own margaritas, and shit. You can put some wings on the stove.
Now,
That's your
listen,
loud music right there.
listen. If you willing to do
And
that,
we
I would.
will
When I
do
tell you,
that.
I would. When I tell you that's a vibe, you really thought you ate with
Yeah.
that. That's a vibe. You really thought you ate. That's a vibe to me. If you willing to turn that DJ booth on, and we gonna cook some wings,
Mm-hmm.
play some
Turn
music, and
flash that
dance in this
disco
living room.
ball and them lights.
Yeah,
Turn the lights
that is
down,
a
baby.
vibe.
Turn
Okay, I was
down the
just
light.
wondering. I was wondering
Yes,
because you can do
that's a
everything you name. We
vibe.
can do right here at the house.
And if we could, we gonna do it. That's a vibe. I am a Pisces. I'm very imaginative. I'm very silly. To me,
And
that
I'm
is
frugal, and it's gonna be cheaper because the liquor store is way cheaper than the watered down liquor at the club.
hello. So that to me is a lot of fun. What you just named is a lot of fun. That don't sound like you
Right.
dampering down on my night.
Oh
That
yeah,
No.
sounds
'cause, I
like
mean
a
we
lot
turn
of
up. I
fun.
That's
mean,
a great vibe with my husband. Not no Netflix and chill with some dude I just dated.
Yes. Okay. That beats Netflix and chill any day. If I stepped out the bathroom and you got the DJ booth playing, lights
And the
flickering
wings
everywhere,
done.
and wings just
dang,
getting ah.
y'all crazy. Y'all ain't gonna flip that shit. You know you
Yeah.
want to go out there and shake
You
your ass
tried
in
to
the
flip it.
club
We
to some
just
damn
played it.
strangers.
You tried to flip it. We just showed you that that's actually a good time, player. And we talking about our
Yeah, I mean
man.
that's what we do. That's what we do.
We
You
talking about
know.
with our man. If you said, okay, we ain't going out tonight, I'm finna turn this radio up. I got the wings on
Right.
the stove, and I done bought a
Look.
bottle at the liquor store. Baby, listen, I ain't gotta put these
Uh,
heels on.
I
I
ain't
go
putting
in
on
the.
no bra.
I fin. Okay, we
Y'all
finna have a
silly.
ball.
True.
We
Y'all silly. But yeah,
we
that's
finna have a
the vibe
blast.
though. And that's what we do though. When the people
I don't even
when a
dress
lot
up
of
though.
the
I put
company
the
come
bra on. We can
down,
put the bra
Okay,
on at the
I
house.
might just put the heels back on, AJ. I ain't gonna hold you. I might just
We
put the.
I dress up.
when a lot of the company come down, that's what we do. We turn up here. We got a spot that we'll go to. We'll hang out in the daytime, and then about 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, we come back to the crib. Everybody be relaxing, and then we make that vibe, you know. And it's cool. But a lot of times, a lot of like you say, when you were hot girls don't want to do that. They got to be seen. You know, they got to throw on the little uh booty showing the booty cheeks and the breast. They got to be seen. You know what I'm saying? Ass got to be in the air. You know. Uh, but yeah, we got who's and all that. You know what I'm saying? So we literally can just kick it at the crib. You know.
And that's okay when you have a man, because once upon a time, we were single high women. That's what it was. That's what it was. We were show stopping and ball and shot calling. That's what we were doing at that point in time. But now I got a man, and if you're accommodating at the house with the vibes, because there's some men, and that's another thing with the difference between men back in the day and today. There's a man that won't even stand in the kitchen and dance with you. I got a song playing on my Pandora, and I done just started getting down dancing. Would you stop and dance with me? Like,
Man, me and the
would you?
wife do that all the time. She be in the kitchen,
Yeah, would you stop? Would you
she'll
stop
start
and
going.
start
I get
booking down
behind
with
and do
me?
my
Like,
little,
yeah, and we have a
put
good
the
laugh
tongue
and a
out,
good
and
dance.
yeah. So
Okay,
I
yeah.
understand. We turn up. You know, we do turn up. Now that's one thing we do. We turn up. We have fun. Uh, and like I say, the only thing that I saw that I think the difference is, I'm gonna take care of my family by any means necessary. A lot of guys I know now, when they lose their job and a woman is still working her regular 9 to 5 at General Dollar or Walmart, they're gonna sit there and wait until the job they want come through. But like I heard Anthony say, that man that'll get up, and I think AJ, you mentioned this too. I think that'll take that McDonald job until something that he wants come along. But a lot of the newer guys, that ain't for me. I'm not gonna work that. It's their pride amongst their partners. You get what I'm saying? So if they
Yeah,
came
the
from,
ego.
yeah, the ego. And they would stand on that. We'd be like, damn man, we got this. I got this job for you, man. I ain't work, I ain't paying but $12 an hour, man. I at least gotta get 18, you know.
But
Uh
you making zero right now.
yeah, but and they stand on, a lot of them stand on it. Um they like until something come along that they want, you know what I'm saying? And then after the whole while, the wife sitting there. I mean, this girl was like, she still was working. She was trying to go to school, so she did school because she started working 2 jobs. This guy still sitting around, laying on the couch, playing video games, house nasty when she come home after he lost his job. You know what I'm saying? Lost his job because he wanted to get high on the job, and they found out he was smoking, so he lost his job. And the girl took up 2 jobs. She
Now
said she
that's the
just
least
got
you can
tired
do
of
is
him.
make sure everything is clean and some food cooked or something.
Nothing.
That's the least you can do.
Because Samuel Jackson said he was a functioning crackhead.
Thank you.
He
So
said
what
he
he
had
wanted
the
to do,
house
all
right.
this
He had
guy
the house
did,
in order. The kid was cool. The kid was cool.
he
Everything.
he begged her for money to go get him some smoke. So he had to get him some weed. And he sat around that house and he just kept talking to her about different jobs he was applying to. They had one vehicle. He driving the shit out of her vehicle. You know, he late picking her up from work. You know, so it's just I've seen, and that's one thing that men just didn't do back in the day. And
Yes, they
men
did. My baby
held each
daddy used to
other,
have my car.
they
I
held
was
each other
foolish enough
accountable.
to let my baby daddy use my car while I was at work, and he would be late picking me up like Jody on baby boy or something, you know. So
Yeah.
men did do that bullshit back then too. But the difference
Mm-hmm.
is it was a select few. It wasn't as
Yeah. You had
widespread as
your
it is now.
And what you
right,
allow
You
that to
know.
right.
keep to happen. You got
It's the
one side of them
normal
can
now.
be embarrassed sitting at their job waiting on you. You got one side that be embarrassed sitting at their job waiting on you. That's wrong.
No,
I
we
let you
Right.
saying,
drive
hey
your car and
AJ,
do
we're
whatever
not
the
talking
hell
about
you
our
want to do.
generation. We talking about mama and granddaddy generation.
Oh, we talking about this. Granny had a car.
You know what I'm saying? We talking about at least dad and them generation. They didn't do that back then.
Oh yeah,
Because
yeah. This
my
generation
mom
is
had a
definitely
car.
different. Yeah, this
He had a
generation is
car.
definitely different. And I am just high side too because it is us in a younger generation, us born in '95 and whatsoever, and being grown in the early and late 2000s. It is a lot more that we would put up with for a lot less. Granny put
Mm-hmm.
up with cheating, and Granny also had a house that was fully paid for, fully furnished.
Mm-hmm.
a car in the driveway. We put up with less from a nigga. We don't have no house. We don't have no, and that's just that's just the way of nature of things have went.
Mm-hmm.
So you know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? Because we put up with a lot less.
So ain't no surprise that things have evolved to the way that they are now.
Right, absolutely.
And I think
But
this
Ain't no
that's
chick was
why,
like,
surprise.
and that's why we're talking about men being different. That's why I love the women that are different today. I love that women, and I'm not saying that for all women. I love that some of these women are gold digging. Nigga, what you got in your pocket? What are you finna do for me? Because men at the same time, they realize that, okay, you're not like grandmama now. I can give you the bare minimum. You'll let me drive your car. I ain't gotta go to work. Long as I pick your ass up from work, the bill's gonna get paid because you at work. I ain't even gotta fill the
Mm-hmm.
car up. And there's some women that's like, nigga, no, it's not. No, it's not.
Mm-mm.
Hand out. Hand out. My hand is out. Put something in this palm of my hand right now. It's some women that are like that, and I admire that about them. I'm not gonna hold you because of the way the generation, the way things flipped. I admire a woman that's like, nigga, where it's at, what it do, what it is. Do not play with me. Because if I let you play with me, you are going to.
All in my face.
All in my
I mean,
face.
I feel, but like I said, it's certain guys for that. But
Is that yeah. True.
Like men are just becoming a little more weaker just because we don't have that same I don't want to use the word shame, but that's really what it is.
That's really what it
Yeah,
is. So
yeah. You're not shamed for not being a man, for not fulfilling your responsibilities and your duties as a man. You're not shamed no more. You know what I mean? When I say shame, I mean shamed by other men by saying, "Hey man, what you doing?
what you doing?
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, come on, we got
Tighten up.
we got
Get right.
we got to do better than this. You know what
Exactly.
I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
If like I said, if you're a young couple, I think both of y'all should be working together. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Starting off. That's the way it's supposed to. But it's like if she doing 80 hours, you need to be doing at least 80 hours. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you gotta be matching her or doing more. She can't be doing more than you. That's what I mean by that.
and a lot of men just don't think that way today. If you out there and you getting that money and you working them 80 hours more and the bills getting paid, they're cool with that.
Mm-hmm.
They're cool with that. And
That's true.
a lot of us that know better don't hold them accountable or don't say, hey, bro, where your girl at? Oh, she's still at work. And you sitting around here, yeah, I put in 3 applications, man. I'm waiting on JB and them to call me back. Okay, so what you gonna do while you waiting on them to call you back? Let her still work those 80 plus hours, getting all that overtime to carry the load, try to fulfill at least half of what you stop bringing in. You know what I'm saying? And when I see them sitting there, then they want to ask people like me, Austin, maybe you. They want to ask us for money, and I don't feel like how you gonna borrow some money when you're not working to pay me back, and you
That's
got your
true.
girl out there working. I can't respect the man that don't go all in, especially if he's married and there's children in the household, and you sitting on your
Right.
ass letting her go out there and bust out. I can't deal with you no more. I cut you all the way off, and I don't care if we grew up in elementary, junior high, whatever together. If I see that going on, I'm gonna try to correct you, and if you don't correct, man, I'm straight. I'm done. You're gonna notice the phone calls not coming. I'm not returning no text messages because I just feel like that's too weak to be around me. You know.
But see, and then another thing, when that situation happens, if I got somebody on the side take care of me, don't look stupid. You sit on your ass, somebody I done did the application. I'm filling out the application. What else you want me to do? Okay, so if I got Pop on them, I ain't gonna say Pop on them, the sugar daddy. If I got the sugar daddy that got it, cause my kid need that new jacket, and his daddy ain't working. His mom, The man I'm sleeping with ain't doing it. So if I'm going to talk
Mm-hmm.
to old boy about it, don't look crazy.
I mean, in that situation, I'm totally 100% against a woman fucking over a man. But
you fucking over me.
In that situation,
mentally and financially.
Because I hate that when one man won't do another one will, and she can be with that one. But if I know I'm not putting forth my effort and
I mean purposely. We ain't
yeah,
talking
I
about you
see the
got
struggle.
injured, you struggling, and yeah, we ain't talking about natural life causes. We talking about you are purposely sitting on your ass.
Yeah.
You able bodied.
Yeah. Now I can't argue with that one, even though I wanted to, but I can't. Because you're not doing nothing. And she letting you know, like in this situation I was talking about, the girl kept telling him, she said, this job, me working these 2 jobs and doing all this overtime is wearing me out. You're not doing nothing. And then he was constantly messing her vehicle up, where she had to get different people to fix the vehicle. And
but see, that builds resentment. You start resenting, you'll start being resentful. And you'll be like, okay, look, and then that starts to break down your relationship.
And that goes back to the
and
last
that's pretty
video.
much
You
what
breaking
happened.
down my car, you can't even fix it. You don't know how to change no oil, you don't know how to change no tire, you don't know how to do nothing.
What
And
you
that's
need
what
my
happened.
car for? You ain't like you going to work.
That's exactly what happened. And so it's like, that's what I saw coming up. And with the new breed, they don't put forth an effort. If you guys go out there, do all the work, and it don't push the effort, because she eventually came to him and was like, we can't stay together no more. She was like, she finna move back in with her parents, and hey, you're gonna have to go somewhere else because this not working.
Right.
And I respected her for that, because I kept telling him, yo, man, you gotta do something. He figured pulling unemployment and trying to match it with what she bringing out was gonna put everything. And so that's the biggest difference that I see.
If it wasn't on that COVID unemployment, it ain't the same.
Hell no. And so men
It's
back
not
in
the
the
same.
day had more get up and go,
And there's
and
some people
they
that ate off that, boy.
did. And they respect women more back then. Well, mom and I'm gonna say not granddad and them, not papa and them, but in mom and dad and them, it was more of a respect per se to women, because it wasn't 100% like us that'll say do 50-50 or whatever. Those men were the more chivalrous ones. So that's the biggest difference. Like y'all say, the women evolved, got good jobs, education, more connection sometimes than what the man had. So, but the difference with that too, when certain women got that power, their attitudes changed, because they saw the struggle of mom or grandma or great grandma, and they said that would never be me. So when she finally gets her hands on a bag, you know what I'm saying? She making that money. That woman attitude changed, and it changed a lot quicker than a man's. And you guys see this even with your friends that you grew up with.
And that could be for the worse. Sometimes women change, their attitude change for the worse when
Right,
they
it
get
does.
money. Because we weren't taught how to be fiscal, manage our money right. So we blow through money. We thought we was the shit. We this and that and other. We didn't do what we were supposed to do right with money. And so
And
along with
you
that
see it with
came
some
the
of your friends.
attitude and the ego and
Yeah,
I'm the
with some
shit.
of the
I'm
friends
big
you grew
shit
up with.
popping.
The minute she get
Yeah.
a decent job, she want to look at you like you less when y'all was working the same job. Y'all came through the same school, went to the same college. She gets a job making 100,000. I'm gonna say making 15,000 more than you, and now she want to look down and brag on everything she got. Women mostly do that. I see that all the
Yeah.
time on social media, all the time.
So
They
sad.
can't wait. The broke ones that came from shit. They didn't have a window to piss in. I mean, a pot to piss in, window to throw it out. They broke as shit. And soon as she feel like she got some money, a little education, and a little money, then she go on social media. Yeah, y'all ain't this, and I got this, and then they just showing pictures. I'm so glad I got this, you know. And I'm like, you know,
Yeah.
they showing keys, and I just got a car, and then I'm like, and a job. I'm like, you doing what every other functional human being is doing. That's what
Yeah.
you're supposed to do. You're supposed to get a
Right.
job. You're
Get a
supposed to get
house, get a
a nice
car, get a
apartment or
dog.
house, and you're supposed to have you a nice vehicle to ride in. What are you doing so special? Except your car note may be higher than the person you call yourself shitting on. You know.
But at the end of the day, you doing all that to shit on people that ain't got shit either. So a lot of times you doing that to stunt on broke ass people.
I
And
saw
even
that today.
One
if
thing I
they
can
not
say,
broke.
one thing I can say in this generation that I've noticed about women, women are hustlers. And I'm talking about legally and illegally. We ain't gonna touch too much on illegally because we don't drop salt and we don't rat. But I feel like it's some women I heard, and when I say hustling, I'm not talking about dope selling. I'm talking about scamming, hustling, everything. And I'm talking about going. I enjoy watching it. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a hater. I've never been a hater, especially of black women. I love to see a black woman on a plane to Dubai. I love to see a black woman driving in a Rolls Royce. I love to see a black woman living in a luxury apartment with a concierge. I love seeing that type of stuff. And I didn't need a man to get me here. Now, their mindset towards men may be a little different because of the lifestyle that they live in. But it was men that was hustling, and I got you pregnant. I got the girl down the street pregnant. I got the other girl round the way pregnant because I got money like
And
that.
all our babies the same age, born in the
All our
same
babies the same
hospital.
age. I got ghetto twins. I got this. I got that. And guess what? I'm
Mm-hmm.
hustling, and I'm making way more than a man with a white collar. So y'all gonna accept it. It's women out here when I'm talking about touching some money, and I love to see it. They touching a bag. And I'm talking about they living a lifestyle because you can't take it with you. So I don't be sweating like, oh Lord, are they investing? Are they doing this? Or they? I can't say none of that because you can't take it with you. And fast money blow fast. So whatever you do with it is what you do with it. You gotta end up fixing your life some way, somehow. But I do enjoy watching black women live in a life of luxury with or without a man. That is one of my greatest pastimes, just scrolling, watching a woman on the beach in Kirks and Tacos with the blue water. I just enjoy stuff like that, especially black women coming up. Not I had to sit up and wait for my husband to do this and do that, and maybe we're gonna end up going on a vacation 1 year in 11 years. This is our first vacation in 10 years because my husband's so tight with the money. Because our
Yeah.
bills are paid, but he's not taking me out the country. And he probably got the money to do it, but we got to make sure these bills are paid. I like sometimes seeing a woman being able to stand on her 10 and I could take me, you, your kids, and my kids out the country if I wanted to with the check I just got, with the play I just made. So lifestyle is totally different than what it was for the men and the women. Men was selling crack. Women today ain't selling no crack or no coochie and making good money. I can't tell you
They
how.
said a little coochie though
But
every now and then.
they probably is. They probably is.
Yeah,
But the coochie gonna sell. Coochie gonna sell no matter what. Coochie gonna sell to the end of
Anyway,
days.
it always.
they
Coochie
go
gonna sell
they
to the last day on earth. Coochie gonna sell, so
Long
that's not
look,
an
look,
issue.
long as they stop. I'm glad they just stopped putting that discount on. You know they were talking about $40.
Oh,
shit.
that made me sick to
Hey,
my
y'all
stomach.
still getting that funky 40. Who you
Nah,
trying to play?
Nah,
that's
they
that's
It
got
ain't
that
that
that's
funky
goddamn
insane.
good.
40.
If you
It
get it for
ain't that
$40,
damn
you
good.
taking a risk with your life. That's how I feel
Ain't
Thank
no
about it.
discount. Ain't no
Yeah,
discount.
yeah, nah. It's some out here that don't play,
you. Yeah,
and I'm
it's
here for
something about
that.
that
That
y'all catching
forty
shit too.
dollars
But
that make me sick to my stomach thinking about that. Cause what you doing, baby?
Yeah. I like the little
yeah,
song
What
though.
are
It
you
is
doing?
catchy. The little song is catchy. That funky 40.
man.
I like the song.
Okay, ain't no bill in this earth $40.
Man, nails ain't
Tell you
even
that.
$40 no more.
Right. You got to come up with the rest yourself.
Hello. We're
You
talking
got to
about
come up with
toes
the
too. I
rest
think
yourself.
toes at the minimum is 35. You might could get a pedicure, baby. But baby,
Maybe,
now
Hey,
but
you got
y'all
$5 to go
gotta
grab you
you gotta
soda.
come up with it. You gotta come up with the rest.
you talking about you getting a pedicure for 35? You must not get no shellac. No,
Okay, that's
you
not
ain't getting
jail.
no
Yeah,
shellac.
that's just a pay inside the coat.
Yeah.
That's not jail. Jail is out the question.
Right.
That whole idea.
But yeah, y'all, we finna land the plane. I just think I'm not gonna say it's for well, okay, certain it's for the better, and in some cases it's for the worse. If something go down or fall out or whatever in the house, she comes to me. I'm gonna try to see what I can do to it first, and if I can't get it done, I'm gonna pay to get it done. That's like plumbing or whatever.
You ain't one of them men. You ain't one of them men that want broke today to fix it.
Yeah, I gotta do I'm gonna fix it myself. You know, I'm like you, do the
Yeah, I feel
YouTube.
you. Me too, though. If I can't do it, then okay. Here we go. We gotta
Yeah,
pay somebody.
then I'll call. But I'm gonna try to do it first myself. Whereas I know a lot of guys of today be like, we paying if you know, ain't no city, we might as well sit there and they'll take half of her money and his money, and then they'll go half on paying somebody to get it fixed. They lose their job and the woman working, they're gonna try to make do with her working while they take a break. They don't have the same get up and go. Like,
Yeah, I mean, if you lose your job, yeah, take you a week or two, regroup, get yourself together. But you know, no more than that. That's
right.
it. That's all.
I mean, and you sound like you're talking hard,
Because
but I
looking
agree
for a job
because
is a job.
that's what you're supposed to do. Now, another thing I noticed too, back in the day, and I know if you look at your dad, your granddad, if his sister or your aunt, I'm gonna say your aunt or even you need something, if you call him today or back then and tell him your car won't crank and you need to take the kids to school. The men back then, my dad, granddad, they stopped what they was doing. They got out their bed. They didn't care if they just got through working 16, 18 hours. They put their pants on, had them feeding them shoes, and they went straight to where you were. They gave you a boost off. They found a way to get the kids to school or whatever. They helped you put the car in the shop. Then called one of their partners over to look at it. Boom. Let that happen today. He gonna say you need to catch an Uber or something, and you know you ain't got nobody. You got to come over. Your dad can't call nobody to come look at the car. My dad used to get up, and I watched him, and see it comes. I think a lot of times the molding really comes from what they saw growing up in the household.
Right.
Because I saw my dad, like he had just got through working a good 17 hour, whatever shift. His sister stayed an hour and maybe 30 minutes away. He had took his shower. He laid in the bed. I still see it like it was yesterday. I'm seeing it now. He laid in the bed. He wasn't in that bed a good 30 to 45 minutes. And y'all know when you've been working out of hours, after that 45 minutes, that's when that good sleep kick in. 45 minutes.
You
After
been
that hot
asleep for a
shower
minute.
too, and you didn't
Yeah.
hit that bed.
Yeah.
His sister called him. Something happened to her car. That man jumped up, put his pants on. He told bring a shirt. He told me to bring him his shoes. And he hauled ass down there to where she was, an hour and 30 minutes away. And I just rode with him because, you know, I knew he was tired. And I was little, I couldn't drive, but the fact that he asked me to go, I jumped in the car with him. He asked me, did I want to go? I really didn't, but I went. And he did everything he could now after working a 17 to 18 hour shift to make sure his sister's vehicle was in the shop working. She got to work and all that. The men of the day, damn, I just laid down.
But see, sis can't be laid up with no nigga, and I'm jumping up out my bed
I
doing
was gonna
all
say
this
that. I would
stuff.
say if she had a
Yeah, I
man,
mean, and that was that too. But no, she was single, and he did that. Now, don't get me wrong too. I also saw where mom would say he do more for his mama and sisters than what he did for the house sometimes. But that was a lot of times jealousy too. You know,
Yeah.
she didn't. Or they didn't really get along. The sister and her really didn't get along. So so
Oh
it was
well,
one of
yeah.
them.
Well, then that's
But
it right there.
but
but
he
at the
would.
same time, because I've had that happen in my family, where the husband has a wife, but the mama is used to I could call my son for any and everything. There's a
Mm-hmm.
time now you have
Mama's
your
boy.
own household. You need to be able to say, okay, well, I can't get over there. No shade. Let me call Miko over there. I got somebody that can do that for you. I can, yeah. I gotta, yeah, because yeah, it is a point where I'm like, okay, now wait a doggone minute. It's 3 o'clock
Yeah.
in the morning. Now,
Yeah.
emergency's cool, but every single time they call, you need to tell them, hey, here's the yellow. Ain't no yellow pages no more. Here is an app. We could talk to the. I'll talk to the man and make sure everything's straight. But here is somebody I know that can get over there and get that fixed. I ain't gonna be able to come every single time.
Yeah.
Cause I got a wife of my own. I got a family of my own. I'm a
Now
man of
that
my own
and like I said,
household
that's a
now.
totally different because different discussion. Because yeah, my uncle gave me that speech, and my uncle he was in the Marine, and out of the blue he said, "Now when you get married and you have your immediate family, he said you can't be doing for your mom and dad." And I was like, "Why is he telling me this?" But I had to learn once. He was like, he said they didn't live their lives or they living their life. They done made their mistakes. They didn't have their successes. He said, it's time for you to live yours. And my uncle told me this, and I probably was 19, maybe bench pressing 21, 22. So yeah, I agree with the once you get your immediate family, you gotta slowly pull away from your mom and dad, especially if they're able bodies, you know what I'm saying? So but yeah, the handpicked mama boys, that's the totally different
Subject
topic
for a
too.
different day.
Yeah, because there's a lot of women complaining about that too. That them guys are acting like he was like you acting like the mother raising the sons to be they boyfriends and husbands. But that's crazy. But yeah, that's my take. They don't have a lot of them don't have the get up and go, and they depend on 50-50. And like I say, 50-50 is cool. But if it takes two incomes, why can't I go out there and get those two incomes?
If we living above our means and it take three
Yeah. So
or
yeah,
four
we gonna have
or
to lower
four,
our means.
both of us
I'm
gotta
with
go get a second job. Both of us gotta go get a second job.
get some
You know.
sense and and
Or,
and,
or,
and
or
live
we
within
living
your
too we
means.
doing too much and not
N-
enough.
Right.
Now, I don't mean to cut y'all out, but I'm gonna have to get my final remarks and get up out here too. So I
Do
get this
that. Yeah,
little
we
get this little
do
one
your
laid
final
down.
remarks and then AJ gonna get hers and
What
we
I
out.
feel what I feel about today's the topic, are men the same as they used to be? I do believe time bring about a change, and that's just real tea. Everything changes with time. That's key. That's the way we raise kids, the way we love, the way we cherish, the way everything changed with time. Men change and women change. So I do feel like no, they aren't the same as they used to be back in the day. And I do feel like that could be a good thing and a bad thing because there was good characteristics that I wish I would have brought on over with you. And there are some bad characteristics that I wish I would have left alone. So I do feel like time has brought about a change, and that's just what that is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. And AJ, what you say about it?
I feel like we picked and choose, what like you said, we picked and choose, cherry pick what we want from back in the day and to now and what we want to bring from back then into now. And you can't have the best of both worlds. You can't have your cake and eat it too. you have to pick. If you're gonna do traditional roles, then it's got to be you being just as a traditional as the man you expecting to be traditional. You know, and so
Okay.
the
Damn, AJ,
expectation has to be the same.
damn, AJ, you hit that. That was tight. I wasn't expecting to hear that from AJ. If
I
you
swear you
expecting
think
a
I ain't got no
traditional man,
fans.
you have to be just as traditional as you're wanting him to be.
I agree with that
Yes.
also.
Okay. That was deep. That was that
You
shit.
just
AJ
swear
said
I
it
ain't
all.
got no
I feel like we
fans.
should just close it right there. AJ ate that up.
Yeah,
Just
that's what I
close it
said.
right
AJ
there.
just shut it down. I like that though. Yeah, y'all want traditional men to plan everything, but y'all want to be out here in these streets. You got to be just as traditional as you want that man to be. Damn, AJ, I hate AJ. All
You
right,
swear I ain't got no
you wasn't
sense.
supposed to nail it, AJ. God dang. But on that note, man, we out. AJ got me tonight. That was messed up. But until next week, we in here. We got another hot topic coming up next week. So y'all just tune in and check us out. AJ nailed it home. Appreciate it. Anthony for coming through.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Austin
I'm glad
was
you
in here for
came
a
back.
second.
Don't let it come back. Keep coming. Keep
Oh,
coming.
I'm gonna keep coming.
I think she
I'll see
locked
y'all
and
next
loaded.
week.
She,
Same
she
time
made
next
me
week.
get her information and everything. I think she locked and loaded. Now we just
Already.
need her to invite one or two more females, so we'll have at least 3 of y'all on here to go against us when we
We
get
definitely got
a
to get
little
more
rowdy.
women on here.
When we
We
get
was
a little
outnumbered
rowdy,
today, but
rowdy.
me and AJ stood the ground. We held it down, honey. You see,
Y'all
AJ
been
closed
able
us
to,
out tonight.
y'all got it. But next week, Speak on It podcast, DJ Black, I'm the host. Shout out to everybody who's on here. Anthony, we give a shout out to AJ, Austin, Kirk came through, George came through. And on that note, we out to next week. I always say, peace.
What you think, man? I've been in the polyamory lifestyle. I can't even say lifestyle because it's not a lifestyle. It's a way of loving, not a way of living. I've been polyamorous for about 10 years now. And the mindset for me is mentally, I think I've been polyamorous longer than actually practicing it because I've always felt that this like monogamy just doesn't fit for me. Right. I don't understand why I have to only love one person or why I can only show affection for one person. Where is this written? Why do I have to go along with what the societal standard is supposedly is?
Right.
And then
the problem comes when you love somebody too much. When you let yourself love somebody too much,
and they don't love you the same.
It's not even matter whether they love you back or not. They can love you back, but it's still unhealthy to love somebody that much. Which I understand that ideology of that. Well, I can't have. I might as well. I've been there. I know that. But at the same time, you have to realize, what your culpability is in a relationship going, however it went. You start thinking about, well, damn, I did this, I did this, I did this, I did this. So, you can love somebody too much. And then, see, this complicates things for us men because we already have a hard time forming those emotional attachments. You already told don't do this.
The missing link to that goes back to a time before we even thought, why doesn't my father is that a protection for me? Right. Or is that the way he was raised? Or maybe somebody hugged him one day, a man hugged him. I'm not saying this is what happened, but I'm just saying we got
No, but there are things that could have happened that absolutely that caused him to be the way he is.
Made him feel weird, needed.
Right.
So the things that we think are sometimes a rejection or a lack may have been a protection.
And most of the time they are like absolutely. So if we don't understand that, all we know is a rejection.
But see, like what I understand with my father,
men were going to jail, killing each other, and then now we got bisexual, then we got gays, now we got transgender. So with all of that going on, the purpose of that was removing the black man, the black male from the household. Okay? So with him not being in the household, she's getting the welfare, or she's out there in the workforce, forced to take care of herself, and if she have children, to take care of the children alone. Whether he's in jail, whether he's dead, whether he's bisexual, whether he's gay, whatever. The black male was removed from the home, and black woman was forced to provide for the children, for herself.
You're missing one other thing that removes black male from the home. That's white women. Because after a while, it was run on black men, white women. Yeah, white women. You know, at one point, black men, they just had to have a white woman. No matter what their social economical status was, white women was the way to go. And so that pulled a lot of black men out of the house.
Damn, I sure missed that. I mean, I know Rick James, you know, I know, you know, I mean, you did it. I just didn't think of that as a major absence of the black man. So you
being a provider means so many things.
Right.
It means put you in a house. You know, it means I got your back. It means we're doing this together. It means I'm not gonna walk away when things get hard. You know, that's providing, right? I'm gonna provide emotional protection so that you can, you know, I'll be present for you when you don't feel like you can be there for yourself or whatever, you know. So there's so much more definition to the thing, right? And even on the flip side, looking at, you know, the, you know, men with kids, right? I remember I did not want a man who had kids. And I was about 25 when I met my ex-husband.